let's roll. Last session, you found yourselves still in the depths of a dungeon below Waterdeep, called Undermountain.
You know what? I deserve a beer too.
Everyone
And you
deserves
were
a beer.
looking for none other than Vajra Safra, the uh, the Black Staff of Waterdeep, the High Wizard who had gone missing. You've been requested by Laryl Silverhand to find her if possible, and that it was of the utmost importance to the city of Waterdeep and a matter of city-state security, as she would have put it. Um, Within the dungeon, you were taking a short rest, and you found yourselves suddenly under siege by a fellow group of adventurers who knew who you were and what you had on you on some level. They demanded the Stone of Galore from you, and when you failed to produce it, continued to attack you, resulting in quite the battle, which nearly resulted in some of your deaths, but ended up resulting in all of their deaths at one point or another. You got a little bit of information from them, made your way further throughout the dungeon, and found, eventually, a mirror through which Vajra was able to communicate to you. She has become trapped within the dungeon of the Mad Mage itself, becoming a part of it and able to move throughout it, hiding from the wizard known as Hallister, the Mad Mage. She directed you to leave the dungeon because as she said, the Stone of Galore could not fall into his hands. And so you fled, going back to Prestige Worldwide, which is where you now find yourselves, roughly where we left off. It could be same day, day later. If you guys are looking to take a short rest, it's up to you. We can pick it up whatever time frame you would like.
Volkar wants to make sure that we prepare the manicore meat for the big feast we're gonna have.
I was thinking maybe we could like backtrack a little bit to us emerging from the thing
Sure.
and like greeting the crowd of people. I think that'd be a cool scene.
Oh
to
yeah,
unfold.
yeah, absolutely. Let me go back to the yawning portal and we can pick up from there for sure.
Also, Volknar, we are totally gonna make an epic Manticore feast.
Can't wait.
Okay, so as you come up out of the yawning portal, you see that Durnan is behind the bar. I believe this is Betsy. Betsy the barmaid is about somewhere. Notably, the bard, who is consistently on the stage, nowhere to be seen. There's a gathering of individuals throughout the bar. Everybody give me a perception check.
Oh. Oh my.
Oh,
Wow.
nat 20.
So we've got 3 nat 20s.
Yeah, 3 20s.
Jesus Christ.
And then we've got Zusnu, Volknar, Victor, Alistair. Okay. So 3 of you quickly notice someone leaving the bar, and as they do so, you believe that it is none other than Victoro Castellanter.
Alistair, what's it called? My blink ability to the door and chases after him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, make eyes at Alistair to chase him down.
Okay. And you are able to catch him just outside the door in the street very quickly.
Excuse me, my lord. Can I have a word?
May I ask who you are? Make an insight check.
10.
He's clearly, to you, your understanding is that he's clearly feigning publicly that he does not know who you are. He kind of looks about for a moment, and the street is actually mostly deserted at this point. It is evening, it's nighttime, and he goes quickly and quietly.
What's that, mate?
Sorry, what's that?
You said quickly. You said quickly and quietly, right?
Yes, yeah, and he sort of like steps to the side.
All right. And
what is it you would like?
well, I'd like to know why you're trying to get after me and my mates.
Um,
Hard hitting question right there.
do you have
I
the
mean,
stone?
we already know why, but Alistair's just seen he's trying to test him.
Do you have the stone on you?
Alistair smirks and says, "You think I'd be crazy enough to carry that thing around, do you?"
Make a deception check.
Okay. Deception.
Also, while you're rolling, I would have sent the familiar out with Alistair in case he needs to quickly call for backup
I mean,
for whatever reason.
I have mine too on me.
Oh, you got yours back?
Yeah, we
Did it
took a
get
long rest.
Oh yeah.
I would have got it back during that.
Sorry, so I'm just checking his insight. Can you guys see that roll? Wow, that is like super laggy for some reason. I'm just gonna reload that. That's wild.
Yeah, it hasn't popped up on our end. What'd you get?
The die was like literally like frozen in midair. This is super weird. Why can't I? Let's try this again. Oof. D&D Beyond, what are you doing to me? I'm just gonna do. I got an 18 for insight. What did you get for deception? A 15? Okay. So
Oh, yeah.
he beats you. He can see. Don't have it on you, you say. Well, looks like you dispatched the individuals I sent to retrieve the item. No problem. If we're going to be at odds with one another like this, let's be plain. I need the stone. My wife and I need the stone for our children. If you hand it over now, we can end all of this.
Alistair gets close with his hand on the handle of his blade. He's like, "What are you willing to do for it?"
Quite a lot, actually. And he casts Dominate Person.
Oh god.
I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw, please.
Would my familiar be able to like tell that a spell was being cast on Alistair?
So if Slinky's out there and is in the area, make a perception check at disadvantage, I'm gonna say.
I have to remember what the weasel has.
That's probably not good enough.
It's a
Fuck.
14, is that what you had?
Yeah.
His DC is a 15.
Oh, god damn it.
Okay, so you're dominated, which means for up to 1 minute, while charmed, there's a telepathic link between the two of you. He can issue commands to you, which you must do to the best of your ability to obey. You can specify a simple and general course of action. Run over there, fetch an object. Let me just check one thing. But
Can
I
I
think
just
he's-
like run away?
Misty step away, back to us.
I already did Misty Step to get to
so
him.
you're charmed, which means
So-
that you now consider him an ally.
Okay.
Would Slinky rolled a 12 on perception.
Let me roll a stealth check for his for his spell, just to see like what's going on there with this. So he got an 11, so 12. You would be able to see that something was like Slinky would know something was done.
All right. That's as soon as Slinky saw that, he would let me know, and I would very quickly just tell the rest of the boys, be like, "Alistair's in trouble. Follow me,"
Okay.
and
So
run out as fast as I could.
Okay, so let's roll initiative, I think, is the best way to do this. But as this is
Okay.
happening, he's going to command you to hand over the stone.
Okay.
So let me pull up Sorry, I gotta create an encounter.
Fucking Slinky to the rescue.
So I assume his spell isn't like concentration.
It is concentration, I believe. I will double check that in a moment.
I couldn't attack him anyway because I view him as friendly.
It is not. It is concentration. It's concentration. Let me just get your initiatives over there. Did Volknar not roll
What was I
Initiative.
supposed to do? Oh, initiative.
initiative?
Probably using D&D game again to get another girl in his lap.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so as you hear Zeusanu say this, Victor, you get to go first. You've got a 26. Then it goes Alistair. And so the way this will work, Alistair, is I think you might be able to make the saving throw again. Let me double check that. Did we get Harry to join?
I rolled as a man.
Hello,
Just
Harold.
in time.
Go ahead and roll initiative.
What?
Coming in hot.
Am I rested?
You are not rested, actually. You are just coming back up from the yawning portal, or into the yawning portal, and luckily, there were multiple natural 20s rolled, and they noticed Victoro Castellanter leaving the bar.
Ooh.
So
Nice.
Alistair went out to
Nice.
introduce.
Nice job, boys.
Hey,
Okay,
is it-
and then
Alistair went out to intercept him. He did so, began chatting him up. Alistair was not able to make a deception check on having the stone, and Victoro Castellanter cast Dominate Person on him.
Also, real quick, Alistair has advantage against being charmed.
Ooh.
Oh,
All right, roll
True.
it again.
yeah, you're right.
I was gonna try to charm you to cancel out his charm.
So what am I rolling again? Sorry.
Wisdom saving throw.
one more.
Hey.
Okay, so you're not charmed. We will still pick it up in initiative order. So go ahead and roll initiative, Harry, when you get a chance.
I did. I got a 4.
Ooh.
Good call, Zeusanu.
All right. So Zeusanu let everyone know that Alistair was in trouble because of Slinky, and we find ourselves at the top of the turn order, which is going to be with Victor. You guys are technically on that platform, so like I'll sort of spread you out a little bit so you can see each other correctly. So Zeusanu, I'm gonna leave. Oh, you were flying, so like you could have flown up to there, wherever it was.
I would have, yeah, I would have. After I saw Alistair go out with him, I would have been waiting by the door or close to the door, just in
Wait.
case.
So while Alistair left, we stayed descending on a platform watching him. We didn't at least
you
just
were-
get off.
Yeah, you were still ascending and
I
coming
misty
to
stepped.
rest.
I
Yeah.
ran
Oh,
up
okay.
quickly. Yeah,
Okay,
I ran up very
alright.
quickly.
I think
you
it's
know.
more of just like Alice. We can only do like one thing at a time, so I was just rolling with it. It happened real quick. Alistair went and chased the guy, and it's like I'll wait to figure out what I'm doing. You know.
Yeah, you
Things
guys probably
escalated
would have
pretty
been
quick.
at least right here, is what I would say. Like at least.
I just
right
didn't want. I just wanted to make sure you didn't get away.
So
Yeah, I was just thinking if there was any time.
'Cause if
that
we-
passed,
if
I
we could
would've just
kidnap
been
this fuck-
sitting on that thing, I would have got up.
He's probably like a level 20 mage though. We're kind of might be screwed.
Yeah, you might be screwed
yeah,
for sure.
we're gonna lose this stone again.
Yeah, I told you not to
Uh.
bring it with you.
I'm playing my character.
It's what my character would do.
Yeah, blame it on your character.
That's okay. Which am I? Okay, I'm this one. Yeah. All right. All right. So yeah, let me check how much the distance is here. So 40 feet if in a straight line right to Alistair.
So as you're all ascending, you hear a familiar voice. Oh, Prestige Worldwide! Oh my goodness, how all of you! And it's none other than your longtime friend here in Waterdeep, the individual who wrote the book himself,
Whoa.
Volothamp Getarm.
Okay. Well, as Volo comes up to Victor, Victor's just gonna run by, stiff arm him, say not now, and
Oh,
Spins him around.
yeah. So the door is by where Zeusnu is, right?
Yes, that's exactly
All right, I
right.
should have checked to see.
we
the
should have
distance
recruited
there.
Volo. Been like, Volo, we need your help.
No, this is all happening super quick. I don't have
It's
time
like
to.
15 feet
Yeah.
so far.
Okay. So. Yeah, I wanna. So I think it was like 35 to the door. So if I dash, because I'm gonna use dash, cause just get
Yep.
up there. So I'm pretty sure I could get up to, if I go like, so 35. I don't want to, I want to make sure. So to Alistair would be another 20, so that's 55. So I guess I could get up to this would be as far as I could get, it seems like. Just like right up to him.
Okay.
Just be like, and ask, would I have time? Would I be able to talk to Alistair and be like, what's going on?
So you
Alistair
would
be like-
see. I don't think you would actually have time to talk to him because you would see.
I'm just like engaged with him probably, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, and you would probably see the finishing of the spell being cast because Slinky would see it happening, alert Zeusanu, and then you would be sprinting out.
Yeah.
As it was like finishing, essentially.
You'd see like Alistair about to
Yeah.
draw his weapon, but like seemed like he's sort of paralyzed for a second, probably.
Yeah. Well, Victor's very perceptive, so.
Yeah.
He sees it.
Is there
Yeah.
anything else you would like to
That was my action and bonus action, so that's my turn.
do? Okay. Alistair, what would you like to do?
Alistair shakes off the spell and then looks at the guy and thinks, well, that was something, wasn't it? And then he's like, try this one on, and just smiles at him and casts Tasha's hideous laughter.
Ah, okay. What is the save for that?
Wisdom 13. I imagine the spell has a high 13 or a high wisdom.
Gotcha. Wow, this is like
Seems-
super laggy.
Yeah. I see the roll, just not the number yet.
You see it like slowly falling?
No.
It says ...
we- Yeah, we just see it.
Oh, weird. ...
There it is.
Woo!
Wow.
That one.
I'm getting so lucky with the spell.
At least
Right.
you acknowledge it.
That +7 makes me a little nervous.
Oh, it's too late. He's already on the ground.
Well,
And so, what happens? He's on the ground prone from this?
Oh yeah, he's very much prone. He's
Gotcha.
what
incapacitated as well.
what
can roll a save.
time of day is it? I forgot to.
It's evening, so it's probably like
Okay.
8 or 9 in the evening.
Okay, cool.
And as soon as this happens, Alistair would turn to the big fella, his comrade, and say, we gotta tie him up and get him off the street now.
I'm gonna patiently stand here and wait my turn, Alistair.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, because you're the only one next to me, okay?
Okay.
Gotcha.
I know you can't do anything until,
And so he can make the save at the end of his turn, is that right?
Yes.
Cool.
And if anybody
Uh,
attacks him, he has advantage on the save.
Gotcha. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Let me think here. So that was my action. I guess I would, because I still have all my movement, I would go back to the boys, or at least to the door. Yeah, because that's 20 feet right there. And like pop it open and say Zeusanu. Be like, he's like, I'll tell him, I got the fucker on the ground for my spell. We gotta restrain him now. And I'll just be like, tell the boys. Like anybody else behind him.
Gotcha.
Okay. And so that's 20. I can move 5 feet and then bonus action dash back to where I was.
Okay.
Oh,
Then
you should have
go ahead
grabbed
and
my.
move on.
Could I have handed you my manacles during all that?
I think we all have a pair
Yeah.
after like the
Okay.
sewers, basically,
Okay.
more or less.
So then let's go to Volknar. What would you like to do?
I guess I'll just move next to Zusnu here. Oh,
Sorry, I gave you your new token.
my new hat.
Floppy
Nice.
hat. I forgot about that.
Nice. Alright, and I
That's-
guess.
I think that's 35 feet of movement for you. So you've got 5 more if you'd like.
Oh yeah, that's right. I have 40 feet.
Mhm.
I'll just
Kicks open the door.
I'll just dash and just get next to Victor and like, you know,
Trap him.
Yeah, get ready to fucking restrain his ass.
yeah. Could I be here? Is that good?
Yeah, I think that should be fine.
Okay, I'll do that. He's got 2 burly boys blocking his path. Go anywhere. I'll end my turn there. I don't need to rage.
Okay. Let's see. This will be Zusnu's turn. What would you like to do?
I am gonna go join the rest of the boys. Is there?
What?
Is this an alleyway right here? Big enough for us to like go into?
No, it's the
buildings are
buildings are
like-
like nearly next to each other. In fact, you suspect that whichever building was built last was built from the inside for this wall.
Okay. Because I have the darkness spell, which could because we're in like the middle of the street with a noble.
We gotta
Which
get him
might-
off the street.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess I will attempt to. Ooh, I also have the suggestion spell.
He's already under spell.
Would
Just
he
gotta get him outta
would he
here.
fit in the bag of holding?
Yes, I believe he would.
Shove me.
But I think once we put someone in the bag of holding.
Oh, they would suffocate.
It's on a timer. It's on a timer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You're right.
Let's see.
I think it's like less
breathing-
than 10 minutes. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Breathing creatures inside the bag can survive up to a number of minutes equal to 10 divided by the number of creatures. So 10 minutes, yeah. All right. So yeah. So either way, I try to put manacles on them, which would be what, sleight of hand.
DM mute.
Sorry. I think it'll succeed because he's incapacitated. Let me just double check that rule again. Because incapacitated is kind of a weird one. It can't take actions or reactions, but it's not paralyzed.
Yeah. I think we rolled for it when we were in the dungeon. And then I remember there was like
Gotcha.
fails or
So
something.
I'm going to say he would take a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage against your sleight of hand. So go ahead and roll that.
15. Not
Not
terrible.
bad.
It's rolling slowly. I'm very confused as to why this is like loading so slowly.
Are you having internet to
I don't think so.
6?
I'm gonna do a test roll to see if it's.
He got a 6, so he failed.
Did you
I
guys
saw it
see mine
restrain
right
him,
away?
and
Yeah, yours loaded really quickly.
then as a manacling him, manacling. as I'm slapping them cuffs on, I'd like turn to the rest of the boys and be like, all right, we can put him in the bag of holding, but we only have 10 minutes. We got to get him in that bag, and we got to get somewhere away from prying eyes.
Okay. So he is restrained at this point as well, I believe.
I'm assuming I couldn't do that and put him in the bag on the same turn.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say getting him into the bag is either going to be very difficult or impossible. Like, think about how it would, like, what it would take to get into a backpack.
I
For a
mean, they
grown
got
man.
a manticore in a bag of holding somehow.
Can you make him invisible?
I can't. I believe one of our boys
Invisibility?
recently found like the dust of disappearance, though, didn't they?
Ooh. I think we do, now that you say that.
Yes.
Not I, but somebody.
Well, if we can make him invisible, and then Volknar can just throw him over his shoulder, and keep that casual.
Also, we should definitely search his pockets to see if he has the other key on him.
Let's wait. Till we got him back in the basement.
Just making sure it's on our radar.
Okay.
I think I found the issue for laggy dice. I'm just gonna relaunch Chrome really quickly. BRB.
So do we have magic? Do we have invisibility dust?
I
Anyone?
thought one of you guys had
Sounds
like the
familiar,
spell
but I
that you could just. Because I know Alistair
have-
has it.
I used to have it, but I de-slotted it because I think Alistair got at like invisibility on his own.
Having multiple people with invincibility isn't a bad thing.
I also
Oh, God,
think
that's
they
so
have to
much
be
better.
willing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh wait, no, never mind. Creature you touch becomes invisible until the spell ends.
Yeah, they definitely don't have to be willing for invisibility, if that's what you
Yeah.
would like to do.
Well, we can, drag him over to this alley to the right and get a sheet or something. Get a curtain.
All right. So it's going to be Victorio Castellanter's turn. He does not have full use of his hands, so if he were to cast a spell that had somatic components, he's going to need to make a check to be able to do that. He is prone on the ground. He is restrained. Let me check to see
He's
what
in
he
like
can do.
all sorts of trouble.
He begins to. Oof, gosh. He can't take actions, can he? So he will just make his saving throw, which I believe is a wisdom. Is that right?
Alistair?
Uh,
Alistair?
Yeah, it's a
Alistair on
wisdom.
mute?
It's a wisdom.
Okay. He will get a 16. Does that make it?
Yeah,
It
that's good.
does.
Okay. So he is no longer incapacitated. He is still prone because he was not able to use any of his stuff during his turn. But that will bring us to Harry. What would you like to do?
join the boys. Let's see what we got for measuring.
I think the farthest you can get is somewhere in this area. Double check that. Actually, closer to Slinky, so like right about here, if you would like. And that would be your full movement and your action.
Yeah, that's fine then.
Okay. Anything else you would like to do?
Nope, that should do it.
All right. Can one of you please roll me a d6?
I think I liked Alistair. His rolls have been hot so far.
Okay, nothing happens. As you are interrogating this individual in the street, nobody is coming down the street to or from the tavern at this time. You do, however, hear footsteps from inside, and you see none other than Volothamp Gedarm begin to poke his head out, and he does not see the individual on the street yet, saying, "Prestige Worldwide, come back in. There's so many people here who would like to buy you a drink and hear your tale. Me amongst them, gentlemen. Come, come. Do call." And you can see that he's like looking at your backs and like can't see over like the trough of water and can't see to what is happening in the midst of the street yet. Victor, what would you like to do?
What would Victor like to do? Is there any
Victor,
large...
you know that killing this man is very bad, by the way.
Yeah. Well, thank you
Just
for
wanna-
letting me know that, Alistair, because I was
I just wanna make
totally
s-
gonna
just wanna make
kill him.
sure.
Dude,
I don't
I
know.
mean, look, you're the one that brought the stone that brought us into this mess here, so don't come at me with like stupid
I
shit.
mean, Lynch, we always gotta warn you not to kill the person.
Like, I might just kill him out of spite right now, like, because this is,
No.
I don't like this. I don't like this telling Victor what to do. Anyway,
Asking nicely is all.
is there any sheet type objects around that?
Ooh, make a perception check.
Bag him up.
14.
Nothing in particular that you could like. There's no tarpaulins around. Nothing to toss over him. It looks like there might be a burlap sack or two over here by these barrels on the ground, but it would take a lot to get him into one of them. If not, you might have to get him into two of them.
We could always put one over his face. So we
got
don't
really
know.
nice
So we
clothes,
don't know
probably.
where we're taking him. Yeah. All right. So options are to leave him conscious, make him unconscious, or I guess so. First, I would tell Volknar to put up that light that he's standing next to when he gets a chance. And then I would grab him by the throat. Not Volknar, the Victoro fella. Grab him by the throat and tell him not to make a sound in an
Okay.
intimidating fashion.
Go ahead and make an intimidation check.
We got a 7.
And you begin to see a sly grin cross his face.
Mhm. He's not getting it, boys. He's not getting it. Serious situation. All right. So, yeah. I mean, not much I can do here, so we'll just wait till somebody can do something.
Okay. Alistair, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna try to charm him my next turn.
Let's see. Hmm.
I mean, Alistair can make him invisible, right?
No. I don't know if I can cast it on other people.
Well, you have invisibility. You can cast it on whoever you want.
But why do we want him invisible? That
So we
only-
can...
This seems like it helps him.
So people won't... Well, just,
Oh.
he's restrained. Like, he's got the cuffs on.
Can I use my disguise kit to quickly throw something on him to make it not look like it's him?
Ooh, I like that.
What would you be putting on him with a... You've got 6 seconds to do something. What would you be doing?
Like a different like I don't know, like a cape or like what's it called?
Peasant robes to make
Yeah,
him
like a
look
robe or something to put over him, and then like
Not
maybe
look like a
wig,
nobleman.
a wig or a hat to put over his head.
Okay. Make a... I'm gonna say make a stealth check at... No. Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Persuasion.
Because whoever sees him is going to need to be persuaded that this is not indeed Victorio Castellanter.
Disadvantage?
Yes.
Oh, that sucks.
I mean, you're able to take out the wig from your disguise kit. You're able to like take your cloak off quickly, throw it over him, um, and he has the manacles on, and so you're sort of able to hide the manacles, but not super well. And he has this terrible looking like wig on. I don't know what color it is. That's for you to decide. But it's a strange sight nonetheless.
If anything, maybe I brought more attention to him.
Is there anything else you would like to do? I'm going to say that's your action.
um, I just say, all right, let's get moving, boys, and start like trying to push him towards I don't know, the other direction, towards wherever I would think the nearest alleyway might be.
I'm gonna say, and we can expand this map or change it, but the nearest alleyway is probably going to be to the west, down this way, and I can change the map
Okay.
as needed. Volknar, what would you like to do? Did we lose you, Volknar?
Volkner!
You're on mute.
Either that, or maybe he's taking a little
Yeah,
nap.
I don't know if he's muted. He said he was like, yeah.
Only
Volk-
got that D&D girl
Volknar.
over there.
I feel like that's pretty on brand for him to take a little nap ski during.
But it's like
D&D.
we're like 5 minutes in here. We're like 5 minutes in. That is.
We're actually like 40 minutes in, which is very surprising.
It seems like 5 minutes, but it's like, and this isn't even a record. I think one episode he was 20 minutes, like he was out, and then just came back and was like, hey.
Yeah, he'll wake up eventually. That's what
damn.
happened.
Well,
All right, we'll skip him for now.
yeah.
We'll move on. Zuzanu, what would you like to do?
First, I'm gonna look over my shoulder to Volo. I'm like, Volo, we got some serious shit going down. Do what you can to keep anyone from coming out and looking for us. Stop by the bar later. We'll fill you in. We have some epic stories for you.
Make a persuasion check at advantage. You know the way to Volo's heart, don't you, Zuzanu?
Oh, I do. 26.
And he goes, and finally he sees Victorio Castellanter on the ground. And he goes, oh dear, I will do what I can. And you can see that he runs back in and he goes, and you can hear him like shouting from inside the bar, my friends, I am so sorry, Prestige Worldwide are on another grand adventure, off on another flighty adventure. And you can hear him like his voice like sort of dissipating as he like goes back inside to say, but I heard what happened down below.
Oh, dude, Volo's our boy.
He's totally just gonna make it up for you.
That's what I wanted him to do. He did exactly what I was hoping.
Okay.
And then I am going to cast Suggestion on this Castellanter bitch. All right, 2 sentences. So I am going to say, Prestige Worldwide are your friends. You should do whatever you can to help us and follow our instructions.
Okay. He will roll. Is it a wisdom saving throw?
Yes, he has to beat a 16.
Would that be charmed?
It would be.
Okay, he's got advantage on that.
Oh, bastard.
He's an elf.
He's a half elf. That is correct. He got a 22.
Damn it.
And again, the sly smile crosses his face, and he says, "I don't think that will be happening today. I believe your name's Featherbottom, Zuzanu Featherbottom. Is that your full turn?
I'm gonna come back and be like, no, Featherbottom. I don't even know that family. I am actually Zeusanu Quilltop. Completely different family.
He kind of smiles that sly smile once more.
I'm also using my bonus action to have my dancing dagger float against his throat.
Okay. And is that your full turn?
He's gonna fuck us up with some spell if we don't do anything.
Yeah, all I have, I use my action, I use my bonus action, and I use my dialogue action, I guess.
Free action, roughly.
Yeah. I'm out of things to do. So that'll be it for me.
Okay. And so you can see Alistair being like, we got to get him out of here. And as he's beginning to be pushed by Alistair down the street a little bit, he begins to yell, Guards! Guards! I'm being kidnapped! Go ahead and roll 2d6s this time.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry. It'll be Harold's turn. It'll be Harold's turn first as he's yelling guards.
Alright.
What do you got up your sleeve, Harold?
I don't know.
Save us!
You got
Please.
silence? You got silence?
Please.
Do I have any
You got
sort of
silence?
do I have any sort of silence? I
What
have
would silence
so
do though? It's too late.
get him from
He hasn't started yelling yet. He's above.
Oh, there he is.
you want me to make him invisible?
No, that's worse.
Yo,
telling
use
you,
your
I'm
use
telling
your
you,
eyes
making
of
him
charming
invisible
again.
will only help him.
Right, you're thinking of it that way. Everyone else is thinking of it that he's in our possession and we're gonna make
But
him
he
invisible.
won't be for long. And then if he's invisible, he can just run.
Well, I mean,
Silence him.
like you can always end the invisibility spell if like he gets out of our
Silence
hands.
him.
Also,
I-
remember, Harry,
That's not how silence works.
or we can try charming him again.
Yeah,
No,
that's the only
charming
thing
him's
I
not
can
going to
do.
work. He rolls an
I know.
advantage against it.
No.
But maybe he rolls poorly twice.
How is silence not how that works?
Oh, Volknar's back.
Did I take a nap?
Yeah, we need the burly boy to bear hug him and restrain him.
Yeah, we passed over your turn, Volknar.
Hey, it's
Oh.
Volknar's turn. Can he put his hand over his mouth?
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, now that we know he's gonna yell,
I
we
know,
can't
I'm
like.
joking, I'm joking.
If only Volknar was here to do his
All right,
turn.
let me. I know.
Dude.
He wouldn't have done.
I was sleeping.
He was momentarily gone, is all.
Put some Red Bull in with that
Yeah.
that vodka there, Volknar.
Yeah.
It's a White Claw.
That's what I'm drinking. Cheers,
Cheers. I have a tangerine.
black cherry.
The strawberry lemonade, White Claw. White Claw.
Anywho, Harold's.
Yeah, Harold.
What do you have for, I don't know, utility type spells?
So prestidigitation, I can make him. Maybe that can visually make him look more different than you.
Well,
Then I can charm the guards.
If you have any way of making him not being able to cast a spell, that would be nice. Or
What?
something to do with the guards, like one of those two things. Like a way to cover his mouth. That's what I was thinking, but I don't know what I have to do that.
I mean,
Did the Lords of Waterdeep give us anything to like? Oh no, we're doing this on the super down low, if I remember, aren't we?
What?
Remember, like the Lords of Waterdeep like recruited us for this, but I'm pretty sure they said that like, we're like special ops and they disown us or like disavow any knowledge of our actions or whatever if we got caught.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about whatever that happened. Especially not with this guy.
Okay. You got Harry's gonna ready an action. He's gonna ready prestidigitation.
Okay. And what is the trigger?
When the guards show up.
And what will be the outcome of this prestidigitation?
There will be a object in a maybe like a knife. It's gonna show up in Castellanter's hand.
Interesting. Okay.
Ooh, I
There'll
like
be
it.
a knife in his hand. Go ahead and roll 2d6.
I don't know where you're going with this, but I'm interested now.
Oh, like this maniac was trying to attack us, claiming he was some kind of noble.
That's where I was going with. That he attacked us, and that we're gonna take him back because we know we're gonna hopefully Volknar is gonna name drop and
Someone roll
or
2d6.
Zeus
I
know.
rolled the last one.
I will.
Or-
I have it open.
We're on direct orders for the Black Staff herself.
Oh, I did good. Maybe
No.
11. It's either good or bad.
A 5 and a 6.
It's actually fine. Nobody shows up in the street at this point in time,
I was
and
gonna
so
say 11
just,
guards show up.
no, just for your understanding, the way that this is working is 4, 5, and 6. Nobody shows up. 2 or 3, an NPC shows up. 1, guards show up. But with each passing turn, now that he's yelling, gonna be adding some die in there. Victor, we've come back to you. There's still nobody else in the street. What would you guys like to do?
Victor will once again tell Volknar to turn off that light that he's standing next to. Although he didn't hear it the first time because he was, you know.
In a daze.
Incapacitated.
Yeah. Okay. So now the guy's yelling and stuff. Do you want me to like knock him out or something?
Yeah,
Not
maybe do that,
terrible,
and then throw his cape over his
At
head.
this point,
and then we'll
he's
start moving him.
hostile.
Yeah.
We don't want people to see his face.
Yeah, I think Victor's just gonna try to knock him out. Like, however, yeah.
Okay. So the rules for knocking someone out are that you have to do enough damage to get them to 0. But you basically are saying at the end of it, like, I knock them out.
Okay.
So if you would like to attack him, you may do so.
I don't want to accidentally kill him.
You
No,
can't.
but
You
that's what
can't.
he's saying is you.
Yeah.
like, to
We've
knock
done
him
this
out, you need to
before.
get
We've
to-
done this where we said we wanted to keep someone awake, and then Zeus New rolled like a crit and ended up killing the guy. So
Oh, he just told you that. That's how we play it. That we have to get. But he's saying you have to
look,
get.
I'm
him
not
to
doing
0
it.
to
So
knock.
let's
Okay.
drop it. All right.
Okay.
All right. I'll just try to intimidate him into shutting up again.
Okay.
So 19.
That's pretty good, actually. Let me roll a counter on that. I'm just gonna roll. I'm gonna say, actually, go ahead and roll at advantage, just in case you get higher than that. Just because this is quite the intimidating situation. Okay. His wisdom saving throw is an 18. I'm going to say the differential is so small that you do intimidate him slightly. His voice falters. There is a chance in this instance, depending on how the rest of the round goes, that maybe he won't be screaming so loudly, at least.
All right. And we're just gonna continue to stand here.
Okay. Alistair, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna reach into my bag, pull out a piece of cloth, and just stuff it in his mouth, and then try to move him further down the road towards an alleyway.
Okay. Make an athletics check, or I don't want to say acrobatics. I'm gonna say make like a athletics check on this.
Okay.
And he will make an opposed strength check. He sees you attempting to gag him, and he's able to keep his mouth shut in time, and you are not able to clench his jaws open. So he has stopped screaming, yet you are not able to actually gag him.
Okay. That's it, I guess.
Okay. Volknar, what would you like to do on this round?
Volknar awakens from his daze, and he's like, "You want to yell? I'll give you something to yell about." And he's gonna attack him.
Okay. Go ahead.
Do I have advantage?
Yes, you do.
Alright,
He's
I'm gonna
restrained.
I'm gonna Great Weapon Master attack him.
Okay.
21 to hit.
And so we -5 from that.
Yeah.
That is a hit.
14 plus 10.
24 damage. He is still alive. He's still up. Not even bloodied. And I mean, I assume, is this lethal or non-lethal damage that you're doing?
I guess non-lethal.
Okay.
I
So
think the
you
boys
start.
were alive.
Gotcha. So you're just start to like beat him up a bit. Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
Yeah,
You've
I'm
got
doing-
another attack, actually.
I know. I wanna like, you ready to come with us yet? I wanna ask him.
Roll the intimidation check for that at advantage. And I'm gonna make this at disadvantage.
17.
I mean,
Oh, 19.
Yeah, I got the 17. He sort of like gives like a muffled cry, but he is not necessarily like, he's not saying like he's willing to come with you, but he's not necessarily submitting yet.
All right, I'm hitting him again.
He's
with another
open
great
to the
weapon.
idea.
He's not ready yet. 26 to hit.
That's a hit.
12 plus 10.
22 points of damage. He
22.
has been you're pummeling him quite heartily at this point. And he's coughing, he's like bent over, coughing up blood. Alistair, make a dexterity saving throw. You get blood on your shoes as he's like coughing up blood.
Come on, mate.
Is there anything else you'd like to do, Volknar?
No, that's all. Unless I can try to like help restrain him or something, but I think he's restrained, right?
Yeah, I think he's pretty much not going anywhere at this moment. Zeusanu, what would you like to do?
I am going to fly up onto the roof above us to keep a lookout for any people or guards or anything that might be like about to stumble upon us.
Gotcha.
And I am gonna ready wall of force to block the street if I see anyone approaching.
Wow. Okay. Make a perception check.
Because wall of force is invisible, right?
Can be, yeah.
17.
All right. Go ahead and roll 4d5 or 4d6. Ooh.
Well, there's
Okay.
a 1 in there.
You've got a single guard sprinting from the eastern, it would be like one street down. So like probably 150 feet away, somewhere down this way, but like down here further. And then
Can he see us yet? At
No.
150 feet away?
no, he's like a different street down, so he's not on this street yet. And then there is a single other individual, and I will actually toss him down because you can see him rounding the bend. Does somebody else have music? Is that? It's on my end. Sorry. Let's see. There's another individual walking around the bend. Not that guy. And you can see him rounding the bend sort of in the northeast corner.
Is there a way to like block a part of the street where I'd be able to block both of them?
I mean, if they both come this way, it would probably be this side of the street here.
Yeah, if they were both coming that way, I would put the wall of force. I guess, yeah, like right there, so that no one could get by. The
Gotcha.
guard or like the NPC.
Are you using it now, or are you waiting until they get closer?
Might as well use it now.
All right. Wall of force will go up. Like right there.
Yep.
Cool. Wall of force has been cast. Nobody can get beyond it.
And also, I'd yell down to the boys that we got incoming.
All right.
We gotta hurry this up, lads.
So Victorio Castellanter is currently prone. He will stand up. He'll stand up and I'll get rid of the purple around him. He will. Um. Let me just check one thing. And he will begin to wrap his cloak around himself. And as he does so, he becomes invisible. And this is not a spell.
Don't
This is an
do Volknar
action.
Victor have a hand on him though?
I don't think Volknar did. Victor, did you have a hand on him?
At one point, not the last round. Was he able to do that with his hands cuffed?
He is. He's able to sort of grab his cloak and begin to wrap it around him.
Okay.
And you can see that as he does so, he begins and goes completely invisible.
What is it? Like one of you guys must have been like holding on to him, holding onto his cloak or something.
I mean, I just try to gag him.
You can make a dexterity. You can make make a dexterity saving throw against it, Alistair.
Try to grab hold of him or something.
Wow. All right, let's see if he's able to do it. Okay, I'm going to say that you are able to grab hold as he begins to go invisible. And you can see half his body like turning. And you can see that with his hands sort of cuffed, he's like holding onto his cloak and turning himself invisible as it wraps around him further. And you grab the cloak open and he fails to completely turn himself invisible and comes back to full visibility.
Nice.
Good save.
Harry.
Someone's got a cloak we gotta steal.
Actually, what is he going to do? He will.
Yeah, exactly. Alistair's not letting go of the cloak.
As you do that, though, he does begin to try to run away, and he will try to grab the cloak out of your grasp. Gets a 20 on
Oh.
that.
Oh, he's
Oh,
gonna
no.
get it. There's no way. What should I roll? Athletics?
Yeah,
Strength?
roll some sort of check against it.
Well, if it's athletics or strength, I'm gonna fail.
What about
Nice.
Dex? Are you
Or like sleight of hand or something?
quick at all?
Definitely not sleight of hand. You've already used your reaction, I would say. So it would probably be somebody else to do this if they want to stop him from running away.
And he had to go through like in between Volknar and Victor.
I guess that's
Where's
true.
where's he going?
He would be trying to like force his way through this way. And I'll say that the strength
Victor has
check is
Tendril
both
too.
to it's both to like pull himself out of the grasp of Alistair as well as push his way between the two of them. This way. So if you guys want to roll opposed strength checks or attempt to stop him in some way, I open the floor to you
Or
to
just
do
come-
so.
Attack of
Well-
opportunities.
I guess we'll try to. Well, I mean, can we attack him?
Try to knock him out if he's running away. in
Is that an
combat,
option?
right? Or initiative.
Fuck
I
it.
don't know. Would assume so.
Nat 20.
A crit
Take
him.
your lobby's head off.
No. You won't kill him. Go ahead and do some damage.
Okay.
He's not going to go any further, however.
13. And then we'll trip him.
Yeah.
Thinks he's so fucking tough.
Does that mean I get an attack of opportunity too, though?
If you would like.
Okay. Can I Great Weapon Master attack with a weapon of opportunity with advantage or no?
As long as it doesn't say like once a turn or only on your action, I don't see an issue with it.
On your turn. It's not my turn.
Well, no.
So then you cannot.
Okay, so then I guess I'll just do regular attack with at advantage. At 20.
Go ahead and
Damn.
roll the damage.
Oh, jeez.
17.
Okay. So the following happens. As he begins to attempt to run away, he pulls out of Alistair's grasp. Victor, with his hand still stuck on this cursed sword, shoves it down into the cobblestones. He trips over it in between his legs, and as he falls to the ground, you actually catch him by his hair, Folknar, and then you just smash his face onto the cobblestones a bit to tenderize him a little bit.
Gonna be eating good tonight.
Eddie, you're practicing for the meat and the meal that we're gonna make.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to pulverize that mana core.
He is bloodied at this point, I will say. I would say more than bloodied. He is looking pretty beat up. I mean, there's a group of adventurers surrounding a noble, kicking the shit out of him currently.
Someone who claims to be a noble.
He's got a shitty disguise on.
That was his turn. Harry, what would you like to do?
Harry's gonna run over to him with his black kendo stick, put it on his throat, and ask him what happened to his kid.
Ooh, which kid?
The one that went missing a long time ago.
Oswald?
I think so.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a... You want persuasion, intimidation?
Let me see. I
Alright, so-
want
Osvaldo.
intimidation's 3 or persuasion's 0. Yeah, definitely intimidating.
All right, go for it.
With advantage?
Yeah, I'm going to say with advantage on this.
At 20?
God damn it!
Okay.
What's going
How-
on
so
here?
How many nat 20s have we rolled so far tonight? This is insane.
A lot.
What I will say is you should please make a insight check as well.
Oh, a 7?
So something crosses his face as you ask this. You don't fully comprehend what it is. You realize that there's a new emotion there for a moment, and then you see the facade, the smirk, return once more. And he says to you, "He was a fine lad. Please, that's one of the many reasons as to why I need your help saving my children. And yet you sit here beating me in the street. Gods, please come help me."
Hopefully, if any guards come, it's
Did I
my
kill him?
boys, so that I
You
could
Can I
didn't.
kill him, boys?
No, we're not. You gotta knock. Can you knock him out with your staff, or with your staff just send him to hell?
I think I can by the way we're playing, but I won't, I just told him I was gonna kill him basically if he didn't talk to me, and he didn't.
Were
talk
you
to
really
me.
gonna kill him though?
Harry's a little bit crazy.
That's what
I-
my
I-
character would do.
Yeah,
Hair's
I don't think.
unhinged.
I don't think we should. I really don't think we should kill him.
All right. Well, after Harold is Victor, and
Um,
Victor's going all in. So just just knock him out, take him home.
Use
Um,
do you have like shocking grasp or a See if you can use like lightning lure to like tase him.
Oh, yeah, I have that. I
Stop.
mean, any damage is gonna knock him
Look,
unconscious.
just
right?
make a decision.
Who's
That's all you
after?
have to do.
Yeah, I know. All right, fine. Harry. Who's after Harry? I have to be last.
Yes.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Does my previous turn hold action thing, is that all negated once it's my new turn? Or does that still get to happen if like guards show up? Because it's like been my turn now.
Sorry, I'm not sure I understand. Are you?
I'm
the
saying,
act-
remember how I held an action a round
Oh,
ago?
yeah,
Is
I
that
mean,
now
that's
over?
you have to like holding an action requires you to take your action during
Right.
your turn. So
Yeah,
that is
yeah,
definitely
okay.
over.
Okay, no problem. I'm wondering if I just want to do the same thing or if I want to do something different though. Oh fuck it. Harry's gonna let you guys handle this guy now, and he's gonna probe a little bit further. And for my action, I'm gonna do detect thoughts
Okay.
and try to get
Nice.
more answers to my previous question.
All right. What?
So it's a Wisdom 17 save.
Okay. So you get some surface level thoughts without making the save. Is that right?
Let me read.
That's right.
For the duration, you can read thoughts of certain creatures. When you cast a spell as your action, on each turn your spell ends, you can focus your mind. If the creature you choose has an intelligence of 3, you initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature, what is most on its mind at the moment. As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts, or attempt to probe deeper into the same creature's thoughts.
Okay. So what I'm going to say is the action itself was casting of the spell.
Yep.
It will continue to be held as long as you have concentration. The surface level thoughts that you gain from Victorio Castellanter are like, wait, why is he asking about Osvaldo? Why would he be a part of this? He can't know something about us, can he?
All right, Harry winks at him. Hopefully,
Okay.
freak him out. And he'll say, I'm a great detective. I solve all my mysteries.
Okay.
Nice.
And
Nice.
then Harry is going to. How much movement was there? Let me see. All I got left is movement at this point. So 15. I can do another 15. So Harry's going to try to position himself. Hopefully, knowing that Zeus has got this side, and kind of go 15 feet this way and try to intercept anyone that would come down this alley.
Okay.
Is there two alleys here? There and here.
I'm gonna say that
What would you say?
there are no alleys this way. It
Okay,
is
this way.
street with homes for the most part down this way. Um, and so that is not a worry. It seems like the street is deserted currently in that direction. From
Okay.
what Zusanu was able to discern, you
Anything
can.
south, or is this a building?
It's a building. Yeah.
Okay.
Just like this goes
Um,
into a building right here.
yeah. Okay, then I guess I would go back this way to intercept anyone if I
Gotcha.
didn't think there was any reason people would come from that way.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Let me check one thing. So you can begin to, Zusanu, you in particular, begin to see the individual from the northeast sprinting towards the shouting from Victorio Castellanter. You see the guard shouting, and you all begin to hear the blowing of a whistle in the guard's mouth as he is running in this direction. He's still off screen. He can't even see the wall of force. He will be rounding the bend soon, but he is blowing the whistle. And so what I would ask is go ahead and roll 10d6.
How many?
10.
Oh no.
Alright, someone else is up.
I only
Oh,
see
I can't-
one.
How do you see them all? Why can't I see them all?
You might have to click on them maybe.
I
Hover
saw him
mouse.
like when the actual dice
Yeah,
rolled
you just
down.
hover
If you-
over it.
If you hover, it'll
Gotcha.
put commas between them.
I had to, if you click the actual like die symbol on the bottom left of it, once it's slightly expanded, it opens it up and you can see all the die as well.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah.
I just learned that.
Those die
Ooh,
are so hard to read, you asshole.
fancy.
Yeah, I'm not loving these ones.
Okay, so there's only one other guard that's going to be alerted to this. He'll be off in the distance somewhere. There are, however, several other random NPCs that I will just sort of like toss out there. Nope, not that one.
We gotta go. This is getting bad.
Just some random NPCs lingering about in the city.
We go to jail.
They'll be coming from this direction.
Just remember, Volknar, if we're gonna kill him, Harry's putting an end to him with his staff.
Alistair wouldn't do good in jail.
Dude, I will kill whoever I want to kill.
Well, like
We'll
we're
put
we're
you
far,
in the ground as well then.
we're
I'll
far
sit
enough
you
away
in
they
down
probably
there.
can't recognize us and they can't get to us.
I think the funniest part if we went to jail would be them trying to take Victor's sword away, and then
And then not being able to.
Would any is there anything else to do here? No.
Wait,
Uh,
was that my whole turn?
I
Was it
don't think
my-
that was Harry's end of
Oh,
Harry's
okay.
turn. I think we're back to Victor at this point.
All right, Victor's gonna beat him unconscious.
All right, let's see it.
Finish him off.
Okay. So
That's a hit.
damage. Another one. Goddamn. Okay, and then going to menacing attacks a little more. So 8 more damage. And then we're going to attack him again.
Okay.
Get a terrible roll.
That is a miss.
Yeah, we're gonna action surge. Attack him
So-
again.
Pummeling.
Yeah.
I mean, we already hit him a few times. What's a few more?
17.
That's a hit.
Another one.
He's still conscious.
Still another menacing attack. And then
He's now
one.
unconscious.
Oh, I wasn't. Okay. So
Hey, Volknar,
Victor
he's
motion.
unconscious.
Yeah.
Chill out, bro.
Victor motions to Volknar to pick him up. I guess we'll see, but we'll see what Alistair does first because we don't know what. I don't know what Alistair's got planned.
I was just a loose cannon. You never know what.
But yeah. So
I'm
then
too weak to do
you know.
anything. Like I can't move him.
All right. So what I'll say is this: we'll drop out of initiative. He is unconscious at this time. You can do what you would like. There will be guards and NPCs rounding the corner at the end of this turn. So after Harry's turn. At
Oh,
that
Alistair would-
point. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say the first thing he would do is take his cape.
um,
Got
At that
Alistair
point-
written all over it.
you guys can try to do whatever it is you want to do. But let's just take like it's almost 8:30, so let's just take like a
Yeah.
3 to 5 minute break
Cool.
and we'll pick it back up.
Alistair would smile up at the boys and say, "I got an idea," and then cast disguise self and make himself look like this fella.
Okay.
You're making yourself look like him?
Yep.
Ooh, interesting.
All right. I will throw down another token that looks like Victorio Castellanter for you, and we
Mhm.
will label it as Alistair. We'll put you over here.
Perfect.
All right. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Yeah, I want to take his robe or his cape.
Ah, the cloak that he was wearing?
For sure.
Okay.
Oh,
Then you
show.
do so. So you rip
Okay.
the cloak off of him. He is now bloodied, lying in the street unconscious. You look like him. You are wearing his cloak, but
Whoa.
you are also wearing your adventuring clothes and you have your adventuring gear on you. It doesn't look like that, however, because you are disguised as him.
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
Okay. Anything else? Or I think it's probably about your full turn, I assume.
Yeah. Alistair would just, I wouldn't even tell the boys anything. They'd just see me become him and then take his cloak.
Double checking.
Victor
Use
would
disguise
pull out
self,
his
is that right?
sword and go to attack the man, thinking that it's he doesn't know what's going on. I mean, jeez.
It's me. It's me. You hear my voice.
Oh.
It's a trick. Haven't I shown you this before?
Have we seen it before?
I've turned into Harold in front of you guys.
I think that's right.
Okay, so it's one of your parlor tricks, Alistair.
That's right, mate. You just I'll just touch your shoulder.
Well, what are we gonna do with him? How are we gonna get him out of here?
I'll talk to the gods. Don't worry about it. You guys just move.
All right.
Okay. Volknar, what would you like to do?
We head to the sewers maybe, because
That's a great idea.
Oh,
Yeah.
good idea.
So I have him on top of my shoulder, or no, not yet.
You can, if you'd
Yeah.
like to toss him over your
Yes.
back like a sack of potatoes.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
I'll
limp.
toss him on my shoulder. I'll pick him up.
All right.
Do I need a strength check, or am I strong enough?
You are strong. You are strong enough. There's no issue for you to toss him over your shoulder like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I toss him on my shoulder. I don't want to go right. I think I'm gonna go left. And I don't know. Do we have a map of the sewers? Do we
Yeah,
feel like we could get
Would
back?
we know where the nearest sewer entrance is?
I mean, I think we got a sewer map like day one.
You
Yeah.
did. That's right.
I mean, we could do that because we don't want to tempt.
We can't walk around the streets with a fucking
With a beat up,
unconscious
unconscious noble.
All right, so strip the noble, and I'll be like, "This guy's a drunk."
What are you doing to him, Volknar? What are you gonna do to him?
Get rid of any of
yeah.
the noble qualifiers.
Well, as far as
All right.
Victor's concerned, he's seen Volknar just strip this man naked. It's kind
Yeah.
of
I mean, like
Volknar
you're the
gets
one who wrestles with him in
aroused.
the basement every
Kinda
night.
sus.
How is this unusual to you?
okay. I mean, okay.
I'm gonna say too that on my turn I'd basically tell my owl to follow
Yeah.
the other guy, the guy who's unconscious.
Well, do what you're gonna do, Volknar. Let's get out of here.
All right, I'll strip him down so he looks only down to his underwear. Unless he has noble underwear on, then we got to take those off.
Can we get a roll on what type of underwear he's wearing?
He's keeping his underwear on, no matter what kind of underwear it is.
Nope, it's coming off. And I'm gonna hold him upside down so his ding dong.
So it's kind of like some silk leopard print.
So
Probably
not only are we
super
kidnapping him, you
fancy.
guys are stripping him naked.
Apparently.
So okay, so you are able to undress him quickly enough. I assume you're gonna rip his clothes off to be able to do so. Is that right?
We're just gonna take off anything that's noble. So if he has
Yeah.
anything that's not noble, it's gonna stay on.
Okay, so funny enough, his undergarments are of the simplest quality, sort of speaking to a frugality that you would not have expected.
Okay, so he doesn't have noble underwear on.
Little
They're shit
disappointed.
stains.
I mean, I might strip down and take his underwear.
Ah, jeez.
He doesn't have fancy underwear. Just leave it. We'll get you
Yeah.
a better pair, Volknar.
All right. All right, I'll throw him on my shoulder and I'm gonna walk him through the streets.
Okay.
And I'm gonna head back to Prestige Worldwide. That's where we want to go, right?
Yup.
Okay, perfect.
And Zeusnu, is there anything in particular you would like to do?
Um. So are we going to the sewers or are we going? Are we staying on the streets?
It sounds like from Volknar's turn that we're staying on the streets. At
Okay.
least we should hop in the sewer when we're outside Prestige Worldwide so that we can enter through the basement. Because if we carry this guy through Prestige Worldwide, like, is Prestige Worldwide open at this point? It's like 9 o'clock, which is like
Dude,
prime
always.
prime
Always open.
time Prestige Worldwide.
We
So
never close our
yeah,
doors.
we probably don't want to alarm our patrons with this unconscious person we're bringing to the basement. So
Alright. And then Alistair as Victoro is gonna go intercept the guards.
Yep.
Should I leave the wall of force up? Do we think?
no.
Yeah. So I think I'll drop the wall of force. And then I am going to cast Prestidigitation on Victoro to make him look dirtier and like drunker.
Okay. Roll me a general charisma check, unless there's some skill in particular you think you should roll.
No, I think the charisma check is pretty good.
Okay.
'Cause the only other thing higher than that is persuasion or maybe deception. Does that count?
Yeah, deception would work well. Yeah,
It's
deception would work great.
on theme. Dirty 20.
Okay. And
You have
so
a
are
+7?
you
Yeah, dude, deception and persuasion are like my main skills.
Oh yeah, it is charisma. Duh.
I
My
thought dirty
thing.
20 was only, you know, if you roll. Oh, okay. Oh, it's not a nat 20. Never mind. Dirty 20 is a regular 20 or 20 with pluses.
Exactly.
so tell me what you do specifically to make him, like, what are you making him look like specifically?
So is he only wearing like just like like briefs, boxers? Does he have an undershirt?
He is down to his skivvies, which would include a under tunic and an under like briefs, essentially.
I want to make the top soiled, make it look like he vomited on himself.
Okay.
And make his hands look dirty. How how much description can I put into this?
You can put as much description into this as you would like, and if you would like, you can also clean him up because he is covered in blood.
Oh yeah, probably get rid of the blood. Get rid of the blood. Make like the shirt look soiled, like he just like threw up on himself. Make his hands look like dirty, like a laborer's hands. And make him look not clean shaven.
Okay, easy enough. Does he still have the wig on that Alistair tossed on his head?
Let's go with yes.
Okay. He looks significantly different than Alistair currently looks, to the point where the two of them, unless you studied their facial features, are quite unrecognizable. Is there anything else
And
you would like to do?
then I'll just I'll shadow Volknar from the rooftops, keeping an eye out for like guards or like anyone that might like be in his path to like warn him about.
Gotcha. And so, Volknar, you have him over your shoulder. He has changed. His looks have been changed somewhat, significantly. Alistair, you look like Victoro, and that brings us to Harry. Is there anything you would like to do?
You took down the wall of force.
Yeah.
Okay. If anything, I was going to. We all fleeing. Is that the plan?
Alistair is
Doing more of
gonna
a
run
plan.
interference.
Yeah. Okay. Um. Is this an alleyway? here. Oh, I didn't mean to draw that. But there.
No. That would just be. It's like an entrance, like a recessed entrance into the buildings there.
All right. No, there's nothing. I don't think that Harry wants to do.
Okay.
Just join up with the group.
All right. Let's see. So as all of this is going down, you do begin to see a guard sprinting down the street, an individual sprinting down the street with him, and they both kind of look at each other, see each other sprinting, and continue onwards. You said that there's another guard, maybe some individuals further down the street running, and eventually they've reached the lot of you. Unless Volknar, are you walking away at this point, or are several of you walking away? Like, what's happening here?
I'm walking towards them.
Okay.
I mean, I was walking. I was trying to walk left and like get out of there
Gotcha.
because I
Cool.
knew the guards were coming from the other direction.
Okay.
I was like last turn. But yeah, I'll
Yep.
just keep walking this turn.
Okay. That makes perfect sense. We'll just toss you off map for now, and you're going to be a ways off map. Harry, if you're doing the same with them, is that right?
Yeah, I'm just joining them.
Okay, and Zeusnu, you'll be doing the same, I assume, too.
Yeah, trying to be, a little stealthy from the rooftop.
Okay, so then the scene here is Alistair intercepting the individuals.
That is correct.
As the guard approaches you, he goes, "I heard shouting. Is everything here okay, Lord? Oh, Lord Castellanter."
That's right. I was being attacked. My assailants ran this way, and I point down that alleyway.
Gotcha. There's an entrance to a building there. It's just recessed.
Oh. Wherever the nearest alley is to the right, somewhere like down yonder to the right or something.
Gotcha. Make a deception check.
You got it, boss. That's a 14.
Let's see. And the guard got a 5. And he goes, "Oh, what did they look like?" He looks very serious as he's saying this to you.
Alistair thinks of like
The
some random
adventurers from
patrons.
Saul
What?
downstairs just killed. Tell them.
The random patrons he's just like seen like at Prestige Worldwide. That's the first thing that comes to mind. He'll just like say just like random
Sacrifice
descriptions of random people that sound like
sacrificing
that.
our clients.
Well, he's just trying to think of different descriptions that aren't us.
Awful.
Just say a
That's
gang of
terrible.
dwarves.
Yeah, like dude, we literally just killed a group of evil adventurers.
Yeah, like fuck
It's
it. Give
fine.
them. Send them on a wild goose chase. They'll never
Let's
find
see
them.
what he does.
It's fine.
Sending them directly to Prestige Worldwide.
Yeah. What?
No, not.
Yeah,
I'm not
you
doing
are.
that.
Look,
You're telling them that
It's Alistair's scene. Just let him do what he's
I
gonna
know.
do.
I know.
Zeus
Okay.
new judges.
Yeah. Volknar judges in the background.
And so as you describe these individuals to the guard, he immediately begins taking off in this direction to go back the way that he sort of came and try to find that alley that you were describing to him. This guy looks around, sort of sees a group further down the street turning down a road towards a sewer grate, but says, "And you're all right? Everything's okay?"
Yeah. These guys behind me spooked him, and then I thanked him, and they took off. But that other group, nefarious individuals, they were trying to kill me. Thank God for this other group.
Okay, make one more deception check.
15 this time.
That's actually pretty good. Let me check one thing. He looks at you. He looks at you a little funny, and then he makes a symbol with his hands. Let me just pull this up so that you understand what it looks like. He sort of makes like what would effectively be two fingers perpendicularly crossing each other, almost in the way that you would expect a star to be formed within the dead space between the fingers. If that makes some sort of sense.
Speaking the Draznian secret language.
And he goes, "Safety be with you, Mr. Casalanta."
You as well.
Make one last deception check, this time at disadvantage.
Was that Thieves' Cant?
It was not Thieves' Cant, but he goes, "You must be shaken by your encounter. Apologies. Be wary. Enemies
Indeed.
are around tonight." And he continues past you and goes into the yawning portal nonetheless.
Excellent.
There's other people are not coming this way at this point. The street begins to grow quiet so far as you can tell, and you can hear the shout of the guards being like, "They went down the alleyway! They went down this way!" And if you would like to join your companions, you may do so.
Yes, of course.
Are you guys headed back to Prestige Worldwide directly? Are you headed there mostly directly and then like ducking into a sewer to like work around? Is that right?
Mostly directly than ducking into the sewer.
Okay. And so you were able to do so. You guys know the sewers well enough at this point in terms of having studied the map that you can do this. Is there some way in which you would like to disguise what is clearly some sort of bum over Volknar's shoulders? Or are you just going to be walking past people in the evening with this guy over your shoulder? What's the deal?
Two burly boys are this is my suggestion. Two burly boys weekend at Bernie's on the street. Like he's
I mean,
drunk.
I feel like it's not super uncommon for people to be carrying like their drunk companions around at night.
True.
So yeah, this is our drunk friend we met at the bar, and we're just giving him a place to stay.
Okay. And you have a story at the ready for anyone who is able to like stop you and ask a question. There is one moment where one of the local guards who you are friendly with, Volknar, does sort of raise an eyebrow and he goes, "All good, Volknar?" So if you'd like to make a persuasion check at advantage, you may do so.
I guess so.
Oh, tell your boy what's up.
Those are like
Nothing to see here.
14.
Um,
Very good.
he got a 2 and he's like laughing at what you say back to him. He just thinks the entire thing is hilarious. Basically, he's like, all right, get him back to Prestige."
I was like, all right, buddy. Yeah, man. I'm gonna be like, yo, dude, come by for Manicore later this week. We're gonna have it. Yo, tell your friends.
Oh, that
I
sounds
don't want to.
exotic.
I don't speak too soon, but it feels like we own this town. Walking around doing what we're doing at this very moment. just like fooling the guards with ease.
Hey, man, that's well, Volknar put fucking work in like fucking week 3
Yeah,
of
this
the
is the
campaign.
payoff.
It's true.
All right, and so you guys are able to duck into a sewer. You are able to reach the basement of Prestige Worldwide, and you are able to do whatever it is you wish with Victorio Castellanter back at your base and headquarters.
I think we need to like very, very thoroughly gag this motherfucker.
Mm.
And restrain his hands.
He's a wizard or a sorcerer or some kind of magic bitch.
Does his type, if he's we know if he has to, if he has an object that he needs, conjure magic.
We're just gonna
No.
assume that letting him speak is a bad idea.
Yeah, like that Manchun guy. Like the only way that we beat a guy like so much more powerful than us was we gagged him, and beat the shit out of him, just like this guy.
True.
Also, while everyone is setting all that stuff up, I would offer to identify that cloak for Alistair.
Alistair would say, "Oh, this one," as he drapes it over himself.
Like, it looks pretty dope on you, man. But like, do you know how to use it?
I imagine I could learn.
Okay.
Give us a twirl. Let's see how it looks.
If you would like, you can do this at some point here. It is a cloak of shadows, and it allows an individual to become invisible twice a day.
Wow.
That said, you are currently in the basement of Prestige Worldwide. What would you like to do?
Oh,
What should we
boy.
use to gag him with?
Oh, should we interrogate him as well?
Oh, we're definitely interrogating him. Victor will go upstairs, just to see what's going on. So, like, if he is yelling or anything, he's gonna watch the door upstairs.
And no one's gonna mess with Victor.
Upstairs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the typical sights and sounds of Prestige Worldwide upstairs. There are plenty of patrons. It's only 9:30, 10 p.m. in the evening. Grub and the hounds are actually they're both like lounging by the fireplace, belly up to the fire basically. Grub
Nice.
is tending the bar. You can see cloaks floating about as you poke your head up, and you can see Grub and he goes, "Oh, hey boss." Um, Otto Steeltoes is just like hammering away at the keyboard. He is
Yes.
oddly good at playing tunes. There are a number of individuals just bouncing about, listening to music, having beers, doing the typical
Okay.
Prestige
We'll
Worldwide
drop
evening.
we'll drop Otto a gold and tell him play as long and loud as you can,
Okay.
and then go
And
back to the door wherever the basement door is, and just stand guard.
You
and
should
and
tell
you can
Grub to give us a heads up too if like any guards show up.
Yeah.
Ooh, or the ghost. Can the ghost go through the floor?
yeah,
Whoa.
definitely.
Okay.
The ghost. Tell the ghost to, stay away from the customers.
I thought that was
Harry-
part of the draw that we had like
Uh,
helpful ghosts.
is it? We haven't talked to the ghost since like episode 2, since like we moved in.
Wait, no, we included the ghost in our big like strategy session the
Yeah,
last time.
and I don't know. Did we even did he talk? Did we even talk to him? Like either way,
But he was there.
Victor's watching, but he was there. Victor's watching the door. Yeah, cut to interrogation.
Okay.
Harry takes off his robe.
So you can hear up above Otto Steeltoes living up to his name and slamming the pedals on the piano as hard as he can to increase the volume of his playing. And you just hear like the music swell, and people's voices have to try to keep up a little bit. And so you can hear the volume of the bar raise as you begin to interrogate Victoro Castellanter. You wake him up. Zusanu, you in particular are able to heal him enough points of damage so that he's conscious and awake. You splash some water onto his face. He comes to, and he looks at you all. Damn it.
I want to, after I wake him up, I want to hold my staff up against his throat and like have it, shimmer with green flame electricity. And then tell him, like, you try anything and we just kill you. So behave yourself.
Alistair would try
Roll
to
an
gag him.
intimidation. Roll an intimidation and roll a strength check.
11.
All right. And then a strength check from Alistair to gag him.
Where is strength?
I mean, we can assume that you would have done this before
like
you
a
woke
strength
him up.
save, or where's a straight strength?
It's up
All right,
at the
here.
top.
top.
It's the same thing
Very-
anyway.
Like a core one.
Oh, 6.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna.
That's not
Would
gonna
you
do
maybe
it.
advantage? Like I feel like we would have gagged him before we woke
Oh.
him up.
He is still groggy. He
Oh,
rolled a
damn.
natural 2, and so he is gagged at this point.
Excellent.
This never lie.
All right. What would you like to get out of this individual? And what would you like to do?
Harry sighed at the end of the boys. Still has his own vendetta with this guy.
Big lead, Harry.
No, you
the
take lead.
detective.
I'm saying I'm the finisher. Oh, fine.
Or you should.
I think
definitely-
Harold
is the
just
detect
wants
thought still
to
going?
send him to like hell at
Yeah.
the end of it. So just
Yeah,
start,
but
and so
no,
we can do that at the
But
end.
also, Harry was very skeptical of this guy because from his story about his kid, he doesn't like him. Day one.
Alistair would ask him. He would while we have this guy here surrounded, he would pull out his rapier and then put it to his throat and ask him, "What do you think your life's worth, huh?" Just sort of look at him and see, like, gauge his reaction.
He's eyeing you. You don't see the smirk that was on his face continuously through your previous interactions. You can see fear. You can see anger primarily across his face. Deep-seated hatred that someone of his station would be in this position.
And then I'd say to him, "Do you think your wife would be willing to give up the eye for your life?" Engage his reaction off that.
Oh.
He looks at you sullenly.
As if, like, a no.
Yeah, okay, hold on. Let's check the fucking dictionary for the sullenly.
And Harry says, "I know what you did."
So he's irritated.
It's
He's
a,
irritated, and he sort of looks at you flatly.
he's gloomed. He's gloomily or resentfully silent.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, he has no choice with a gag.
Um,
I'm gonna try something.
Alistair looks
While,
around the
while
boys and says,
Alistair's
"I don't."
intimidating him, I want to ask
Well,
him like, where's the key and the stones that you took from us? Where'd you hide them?
And he kind of looks at you
Like very
With
very
a-
much a lie.
with a cocked eyebrow.
And then after I'd be like, I know you you sent someone to take our stones. Someone snuck in and took them from us the other day. Who'd you hire? Where'd they take them?
Make a deception check.
Just trying to confuse this motherfucker.
And make it at disadvantage.
13.
He looks at you and shakes his head. Shakes his head as if no.
Well, I tried.
Alistair looks at the group and he's like, "What do you think?" I was like, "Basically, I'm thinking there's a chance we could trade him for the eye, but I don't know. Judging by his reaction, his wife might tell us to fuck off and just kill him."
I want to
try
send
to-
him to hell. And Harry
Why trade him
hit
for
the
it? We can
stick
just take
at his
You
head.
get there's more info you can get from him. Like
Alistair's like, he's like, "I'm worried about him casting a spell on us, or just like escaping if we let him, give him a chance."
so okay, you don't
It's
want him to talk, then
Is
Yeah.
Harry's detect thoughts still going?
It would not be at this moment in time. If you would
Is
like
he
it to be.
is he gonna cast it again?
You
Alistair
want
would be
me
like,
to?
"I got an idea. How about you guys grab a pen and paper? That way he can communicate with us and not have to talk."
Bird boy.
Are you detecting thoughts, Harry?
I was listening to what Alistair was saying.
You can keep him gagged and still talk to him with a pen and paper, is what I was saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because these are the Castellanchers, the people with the sick kids, right? That were supposed to get the money so they can save their children or
Yeah.
something.
Supposedly sick
So
kid.
we should find out like what's the deal with that.
That's why,
Yeah.
yeah, that's why I wanted to know if Harry was still detecting thoughts.
oh, I'd have to do it again. And
Yeah.
Harry also wants to know about it because he heard it's back side of the story. Well, intrigues Harold. So you guys want me to detect? Yeah, Harry detects thoughts again.
And then I'd want to turn to Harry after he casts detect thoughts, like thumb over the guy, be like, you should ask him why he sacrificed his first son to the demons. See what kind of reaction that gets from him.
Make an insight check.
Or mostly I just wanted to prime the surface level thoughts.
Okay.
Very low.
Okay. You can't tell what it brings about in Victoria Castellanter. Harry, are you casting Detect Thoughts before Zeusanu says that?
I wouldn't have said that unless Harry cast detect thoughts.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna. So I think what he's saying is you want me to you want him to think about the answer and then have me
Yes, yeah, exactly.
hear it within his head. So
Like we just got to direct, direct his
right,
thoughts
so
a
I
little
guess yeah, so I would say that I cast it and then you said that to elicit something for me to
Okay.
read.
And
That
so
makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah, we can let the surface level thoughts react to this.
Yeah.
He is thinking clearly know far too much. There's no way they could know all of this.
We fucking caught him.
Um yeah. So Harry's gonna
Would you like to push deeper?
yeah, Harry does, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
'Cause Harry wants to push his buttons by saying I know
Whew.
I heard the stories and
Gotcha.
how do I want to phrase it? But I think, you're up to no
I
good.
think he's
I
safe.
don't I don't
Yeah.
believe the yeah.
Even
believe
in
the
his
story.
groggy state, he is able to fend you off in mind to
Okay.
mind combat.
Everyone's rolling nat 20s today.
Alright.
But we have confirmation now they sacrificed the first kid to a
But
demon.
still, nonetheless, Harry's still gonna say that out loud to him. Like, I know, I'm not buying, your story about kid.
And again, he looks at you, gag in mouth, eyes dangerous, anger sort of pulsating off of his face.
Harry smacks him in the face with his pole.
Okay. Still okay. Still alive. You don't kill him. Is there anything else you would like to what are you guys trying to do next here?
Giving him a pen and paper and asking him questions.
Yeah, go ahead, big guy. Harry takes a step back and lets Alistair his thing.
Keep reading his thoughts though.
So
That way we'll know if he's lying.
you hand him a quill and ink and parchment?
Yep.
Okay. And with his manacled hands, he
Shillelagh.
begins...
I'd have Shillelagh active. Sorry for all this. Just in case.
All good. As he begins to write, you can see him dipping the quill, writing on the parchment, and he writes several words in quick succession and then turns the parchment to you, and through the loopy scrawl you can read, "My wife can see where I am. Your doom is incoming."
That's fucking ominous.
And then Alistair smiles
Where
and
are
then,
we?
I
We in
have
the
my rapier
basement?
to his throat and I say, so is yours then.
Yeah.
And he kind of looks at the blade and then he begins to dip the quill again to write. And he says, "You let him continue to write?"
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Eh,
And he says, "All I would like before you spill my blood is water to ensure that I stain your floors with as much liquid as possible."
definitely not giving him water.
This motherfucker.
How? Just real quick, what is our
Hmm.
floor made of, and how thick is it?
I mean, it's a stone basement. You have no idea how thick it is. You assume it's as thick as the walls are, which is as thick as anything in the ground.
Like a
Waterdeep
foot?
is
I don't.
Waterdeep's built on like a
Basically,
big
I
mountain.
want to know if I can cast message to tell Victor up top to keep an eye out for incoming
But
trouble.
You can
before that
definitely do that.
happens,
All right, I do
before
that.
that, Alistair leans in close and says, "What if I become you?" And then changes back into him and kills him.
Oh, you kill him?
No,
Like,
no, no, no.
I
Maybe.
should find
I
out how that
wonder what's
that whole
Oh, you're
his
supposed
wife
to let
knows where
Harry
he is
kill him
thing
first.
works.
Well, I'm gonna
Like,
kill you.
does he
What?
have an object on him? Like, is it just like?
the scrying spell, right?
That's a spell. They're just watching.
All right,
I
that's
Like
I
his
don't know.
I wouldn't
body
have.
or like an object? Or does he have like a tracking device type
But
thing?
she can't prove, you know?
Well, like we already know that they're using scrying to watch
Yeah.
us, and
We
I
already
know
knew that.
I wouldn't have detect magic up right now, so we wouldn't be able to see the thing.
All right. So what would you like to
Another
happen, Alistair?
I'm gonna change into him and kill him. I guess what's
Okay.
gonna happen.
just taking Harry's thunder.
All right. So you transform into Victorio Castellanter. It'll look like him.
While killing him.
All right, then Harry leaves, grabs his cloak, and runs upstairs.
gonna
Okay. He
Is
is
that-
dead.
You've only been asking for the entire session to kill him at the end.
Yep, Harry's pissed.
Oh, he,
Fucking
you have the
Alistair.
you have the cloak. There is one other item that he had in his clothing that I will give to you. It is a rod. It is a. Sorry. So underneath, he had a ring on that looks interesting. He had some fine leather armor underneath his shirt that you ended up taking off, and he also carried a rod on his hip. And so, if you guys are interested in that, we can go through that as well.
sure.
I guess
just write
when
those
we have
down.
time, I'll identify all those things. But I'm gonna
Okay.
scoop down and grab the rod and the ring before Alistair, shooting him a dirty look for making Harry sad.
Alistair
And
looks around. He's like, "Do we know any guilds who can take care of this?" And like throw over his shoulder at the dead body.
I mean, I twirl my staff and start dripping acid. Be like, I might know a guy.
Just serve some mystery meat special or something.
We still have the mana core to go through.
Well, sprinkle in a little bit of Victorio Castellanter in
a
there.
little human. Yeah.
Oh no, me and Volknar, we got a feast that we got to make first.
All right. Well,
Then
let's
we can carry
you know.
people.
Alistair, like, as you grab the rod and the ring, he's like, I kind of need those, and he's like, holds his hand out.
Yeah.
Say, oh man, that's so bad, and then put the ring in my pocket, and put the rod in my belt.
Hmm. Alistair turns his head.
All right. After you guys are done with this, let's flip it to day.
so I will say this, Victor, were you upstairs for some of this?
Yeah, I was upstairs like the whole time. I don't know why I'm at
Okay.
the bottom of the stairs.
So as you are upstairs, make a perception check.
Would my cantrip have gotten through to him to warn
Yeah,
him
definitely.
about like incoming danger?
Definitely. And so as you are hanging out upstairs, and you are keeping a lookout, and you're probably moving back and forth, keeping a lookout, checking things out. If
Yeah.
you wanted to be upstairs, you could do so. You begin to see several guards walking down the street in the general direction of Prestige Worldwide.
Okay. Like,
I
are
think
they?
you
Do I
have
know for sure they're coming here, or are they just passing by? It
You
looks like.
don't know for sure that they're coming to Prestige, but you notice that there are 6 guards on their way in the general direction of Prestige Worldwide.
Okay.
How
I'll
long does
give.
Victor have to respond? Like messagely, like telepathically to me.
This would have been significantly after.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty quick, within like 15 seconds or so.
I will take the butt end of my sword and give a couple really as hard as I can whaps on the door. The door
Gotcha.
that to the basement.
And so, Alistair, as you are demanding the ring and the rod from, would it be Zusanu, you hear the raps on the trap door from above. That would be some sort of signal of something happening.
Okay.
Yes. So I'd message him back, like, "What's up? What's the warning?"
Get up here is the that's what the wives mean. Yeah, get up.
I thought it might have been like a hide the body type situation, but
Just throw the invisibility cloak on the body. He's dead. He's not going anywhere.
that's
Throw
not
him
the
in a
worst
barrel. We
idea.
got a lot of barrels down
Alistair
there.
would say, you guys gotta go. Take him to the sewers, and then make his way towards the thingy, like the entrance to the basement.
Okay. Are you still appearing as Victorio Castellanter?
No.
Okay. And so, do you come up?
Yep.
Harold.
But I would hide the stone before I go up there. I'd hide it back in our secret spot.
Gotcha.
It's about time. A safe
Zeus-
spot.
And Zusanu, would you come up as well?
No, I would have. Alistair told us to hide the body. So I
You
would.
and
I guess I would have.
Volknar?
Yeah, I would. I
I'll-
would try to grab Volknar to see if he could help me. Get the body in the sewer, like cover our tracks, and
Yeah, our secret like exit, man. You know that was what I'm saying.
exactly. Yeah, like get the body, use prestidigitation to clean up whatever bloodstains. Do as much as I can to make it look like we were never there with a dead noble.
Gotcha. Okay, so you were able to do that pretty well. You bring the body out into the sewers. Are you just going to dump it in the sewers, or are you going to like leave it on a ledge in the sewer? Like, what are you trying to do?
How confident are we that we thoroughly looted like everything on his person?
I mean, he's completely naked. You would have had it in his clothing.
Did we do a cavity search? Like, what if he's hiding something up his butthole?
I don't think you will do one.
I cast Mage Hand and I perform a cavity search.
There is nothing to find.
Nothing in the old prison wallet.
Beyond what you would expect to find.
Victor's stepping up like that.
Thank God you're in the sewers.
You won't. And the sewers is like the water part of the sewers. Is the current strong enough to like take the body away from us?
Probably not.
Okay, I definitely don't want to dump it right outside.
It's just poop smile.
Volknar, we gotta find a place down here, somewhere out of the way, that we can hide this body, where no one will find it for at least a little while.
Alright, Volknar asks again, why don't we put the invisibility cloak on him? Put him on top of the barrels.
I think Alistair's wearing it right now.
And also, like, what if they search the place?
I'm not wearing it. I have it in my bag.
Oh, if they're not coming down, they're not. Unless they have, I don't know what the Constitution of Waterdeep is, but they're not coming down there without a warrant.
What if the FBI illegally raids
yeah.
our place? It's a raid.
All right, let's.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, dude, we got like some very important secret documents down here. They might
I'm
take
enacting the castle doctrine.
Yeah, as far as they're
Alright,
concerned,
well, yeah.
this basement
Me
doesn't
and
exist.
Victor go off to try to find like Out of the place to hide the body while the rest of the boys deal with the guards.
Well,
You guys should
how
have named your
murky is the sewer water, and how deep is it? Can we just throw them in the sewer water?
The dead body, it'll like float for a little while.
Yeah.
And the
it's
current, there's no current to carry it away.
yeah. I mean, there's like a very minimal current. It would easily get caught in sludge and other things. It's no more than 2 feet deep at its deepest points, and sometimes only as deep as 6 inches. It's not the greatest functioning sewer. We're talking like medieval or Renaissance era type sewer, right? Like it's not wonderful.
Oh, that's perfect because my medieval and Renaissance sewer knowledge is so up to date.
Well, Volknar, I'm just trying to have like like a B plot adventure with you. Let's go shenanigan while they take care of the guards.
All right, let's take it down the sewer a little bit. Let's go.
I think you just need a
both go
temporary
right.
place to hide him. So
Yeah,
we can
we're
actually
not.
get rid of
We
him.
don't. We want him to disappear. We don't want this body getting found. We need
Yeah,
to
we wanna
invest in
actually-
a incinerator.
You know, I
Yes.
do have a torch.
No.
You will suffocate and.
You'll draw attention to yourself with the
Stewart, dude,
smoke.
with all that fucking methane, are you out of your mind?
All right. Just figure it out.
Yeah,
do
me
have a
and
great
Volknar
axe. I can chop the
go,
body
but
up.
I think it'll be more interesting. I wanna see what these guys do with the guards.
All right, so we'll switch back upstairs. Let's see.
Alistair is just like polishing the bar, like fixing things up, just like whistling, like nothing to see here.
All right,
Old
so
timey Mickey Mouse, like strolling down the.
as you are doing this, there are multiple guards who show up. Oops, let's see. There are multiple guards who show up outside of Prestige Worldwide. In fact, it's a lot more than the 6 that were advertised that Volknar was able to see from afar. It is going to be 20 guards. And you can see that they are ringing Prestige Worldwide at this point. That some sort of alarm has gone up to the point where you suspect there are probably griffins flying in the air above the bar, keeping an eye on what is happening. You hear a strong knock on the door. And as you do so, you hear, the city of Waterdeep, open up. This is the guards speaking. And Otto Steeltoes stops playing abruptly, piano in mid chord. And he goes, I swear I didn't do it. And he hides behind the piano. Several of the patrons look up from their mugs in this sort of, their faces sort of pale. And Alistair, you open the door? Is that the idea?
I open the door and lean on the doorway and say, "What can I do for you, boys?"
And one of the guards steps forward and she says,
The dogs are
have-
backing up, Alistair.
there are reports that you are in possession of an individual named Victoro Casalanter in your basement. He is a noble of great importance to the city of Waterdeep. We would like to check.
Alistair raises an eyebrow. What kind of reports is that? Like he's like laughing. He's like, "That's so. Who is that man? I don't even know what you're talking about."
A persuasion check.
Not,
know
not,
that guy.
not a deception.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they're the same. So whatever. 14.
She kind of looks at you and says, regardless of your knowledge of this individual, we would like to check your basement.
Alistair, like, he was just cleaning a mug, so he has like a rag in his hand. He just throws the rag over his shoulder and he's like, "All right, well, come on in. I assume you've been here before, right?" He's like, kind of waving him in as he's walking towards the bar.
Did we?
And
One-
then Harry's gonna jump in too now.
okay.
Oh yeah,
And
help him.
So they begin to filter in, and some of them are guarding the doors, some are guarding windows, but a bunch of these guards are filtering in nonetheless.
Yeah, Harry just wants to try to stop the flow of guards. Like slow
Alistair's
it.
leading him in.
I
He's like, "Yeah,
know. That's what
Basement's this
Harry,
way, boys.
Harry's trying to slow it. Just slow it down. That's all.
What are they gonna do?"
And as they begin to fan out, some of them go upstairs. One of them goes into the back of the kitchen. Some of them stand with you. They begin investigating the area, and you can see that many of your patrons are very uncomfortable with what is happening.
Yeah, no shit, man.
I have.
What?
It's fine. And Elster just like, don't worry, everybody. They're just looking for someone who's not here. And he just like looks everybody like square in the eyes, like basically like they know not to say anything. I would assume at this point, any patrons.
Gotcha. Make a persuasion check on that.
Okay. Another 14. I can't get higher than 14.
Well, Harold's helping you, right? So that's like when you roll for advantage on that. Harold's like
Harry's gonna go upstairs and
Harold's not helping you.
Harry was just trying to like delay the guard.
I was trying to help, but I guess Alistair has got it under control. He's letting everybody come in and the feds investigate Prestige Worldwide. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we got nothing to
What
hide.
else are we supposed
Yeah.
to do?
Okay.
Say
And-
no.
No,
So
I think this is the right play.
Grub is standing over the trapdoor as one of the guards goes up to him and says, "Goblin, move aside." And you can see Grub being like looking over to you, Victor, and Harry's back as Harry goes upstairs.
If you guys get Grub killed, I swear to God.
You guys say anything to Grub?
Alistair would be like, it's fine. Just let him through.
Grub very slowly steps off the trapdoor, looks at the guard, picks up a dirty glass and goes, "Would you like anything to drink?" The guard kind of looks at him disdainfully and's like, "Not in that glass." Throws open the trapdoor and heads downstairs.
Grub never drops the professionalism.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do up here?
No, Alistair's gonna wait. by
Was that
trapdoor.
with the guy that went downstairs? Is he the one that was in charge?
It was a random one. The woman in charge is over here. She is over by Otto.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess Alistair would probably be standing with that person then. And just be like, so I've new batch of guards. I haven't seen these ones in a while.
Okay. So as this is happening, rummaging around downstairs. Let me just. see
Alistair's
if
just
I can
making small talk.
Did you guys clean up down there?
Oh yeah.
They
Okay.
did. They used prestidigitation and everything.
Nice.
All right.
Even if
There's
they didn't,
no
you guys
trace.
trained down there, so it wouldn't matter if there's blood.
That's true.
Sure, you just make that's where we wrestle.
Yeah, there's training bit like mats and shit down there, you know?
Yes, there are. Those Zusanu and Volknar. What are you doing with the body in the sewers?
Looking for like an out of the way like alcove or somewhere like a decent bit away from our secret entrance. I think.
And you're finding something. Go ahead and make a survival check.
Both of us or just one?
I'm gonna say both of you actually on this. That's a good call.
Ooh.
6.
Okay. Volknar keeps saying just let's toss him in the actual sewage. It's fine. And Zusanu, you continue to bring him further and further down. You do eventually find a little bit of a turnoff where at the end is a grate. You could, if you would like, prop him up against sort of like the side of the grate so that he's not going to be covered in sewage or anything, but his body would be out of the way. Not necessarily like hard to find, but it would take somebody some time.
I say we keep going.
So I'm thinking either like we go far enough, but we go like far away and like tie random rocks we find to him, so he definitely sinks to the bottom. Or we find like a tunnel that looks beat up, and like I use magic to like collapse the ceiling and cover him. What do you think, Volknar?
This is like a forever thing, bro. This is
I
an
like the
important
collapse
person.
thing, but I also kind of like just keep walking.
Yeah, we like if this gets traced back to us,
You lose everything.
we are in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, so
You like you can't fuck this up.
You,
don't
you
did
guys
we
are
go
you,
to
you guys are very close to being able to play that campaign where you're nothing but a bunch of prisoners.
Yeah, seriously.
so didn't we like enter some place through the sewer that was like gang related?
Yes, you have.
Can we take him there and then just dump him there so if the prison guards do find him, they'll think it's gang related?
Oh,
So,
ooh, that's not
are you
bad.
saying do you want to bring him either towards the Xanathar's guild in particular, or something else different?
I mean, I think
Dude, the
Xanathars-
Xanathar place had legit torture rooms. We could just like tie him up on one of those tables, make it look like he was tortured a bunch.
Yeah, dude.
Damn,
The thing,
this
the thing is, you're in
campaign
the
is getting a
sewers
little
right now.
dark.
Wherever you're going, it's got to be somewhere connected to the sewers.
Yeah, well,
Isn't that how we got there?
that's how
Oh
we get
no,
to
we need the
Xanathar.
portal.
Didn't we take a portal through Xanathar lair? Through the
So,
sewer?
so you arrived at the Xanathar's guild two different ways, two different times. One time, you were brought through the sewers by the major domo, I believe. He was like a bare-chested dwarf who led you through the sewers and then um, down a long steel ladder into the Underdark, into a trap door that led to the Xanathar's guild. And I believe that was the time that you were going to fight specifically for the pleasure of the Xanathar. The other time that you went into the Xanathar guild hideout was through the portal in Zoblob's shop.
Blog.
Yeah.
Should we try to go to Zablov's shot and go through the portal and then just drop him there?
Yeah,
I
you
think
better not come
that's-
back to Prestige World
wait,
War.
wait.
I think leaving the sewers
Somebody
is
killed
risky.
Zablob with his fucking staff, so there's probably fucking sentries watching it.
Yeah, I like your idea, Vulcan. I think we go to the Underdark and we like find a place close to like the Xanathar headquarters to leave the body.
Pretty sure Zoblob is already dead.
But we'd have to like go up onto the streets, I think, to get into a shop.
I don't know.
I don't think it connects directly to the sewers.
Can we walk all the way to where, like,
We had the mirror, but that's at our place, right?
Yeah.
we can
You
walk?
do not want
We
to
can walk to the sewer through the sewer to like where it leads to the ocean. I think.
I mean, frankly, the sewer.
Yeah, where
sewer
it
goes
opens
sewer.
out. Does that exist in Waterdeep? You know how like in movies and shit,
feed
there's
him-
like, giant
Go
pipes
feed
that,
him to
like
our dragon.
feeds
and
into
he
the
eats him,
ocean.
and then he's gone forever.
You are actually unsure where the sewers lead out. Let me see if I can find that map really quick. We can double check this.
Feed him to the dragon.
That's
I
not
don't
a
know,
bad idea either.
There would be pipes that lead to the ocean.
I say we just keep going. We have a sewer map.
I like that.
We get them
Get
as
to the ocean
far
and just
away
dump 'em
from
there.
Prestige Worldwide as we can. Just me and you, we're going on a long trek.
Okay.
Let's get to the end of the sewers, like where it lets out to the ocean.
I would need survival checks from the two of you for this, and I will need 3 in total, and you will need to pass them at different. You'll need different DCs for each one. Go ahead and start making some survival checks here. All right, so the first one is good. You make your way west towards the nearest exit. Second one's great. You continue to do so. Go ahead and make one more.
I have a plus
Volknar.
4. Nice.
Okay. And so between having studied the maps of the sewers that you have, being able to scent out some fresh air, following the way the water sort of speeds up.
And I
at
have dark
times.
vision.
Yeah, you both have dark vision, I believe. No issue. Or you
I
have.
have dancing lights.
Gotcha. You make your way through the sewers until you can hear sludge and sewage slipping over the side of a pipe beyond the corner. And you turn the corner and see yourselves on the edge of a cliff on the western side of the city. Specifically, probably somewhere underneath what would be the. Let me double check. It'd probably be somewhere underneath the Griffin, or no, sorry, underneath the sort of like to the west of the market. So underneath the Sahagin Humboldt, which is one of the large statues in Waterdeep. And you can see the sludge falling 30, 40 feet off the cliffside into the ocean below.
What do you think, Volknar? Should we find some loose rocks and make sure this motherfucker's gonna sink?
Yeah, love it.
And so we'd tie a
Or-
bunch of rocks, around his ankles, mob style.
So I will say there are no rocks necessarily in the sewer to use for this.
Or is there loose debris?
Um, Make a perception check.
Knock a brick off one of the walls or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking for a next move. 14.
I mean, it's going to be hard to find the sort of thing that you would need to be able to tie him down in the water within the sewers itself, unless there's something on you in your bag of holding potentially.
I think there is. I think at one point, me and Victor grabbed a shitload of old beat up swords.
Yeah.
Did we sell those already?
Mm,
We've been in the dungeon this whole time, so if it was there, then
we
whatever
no, it
back.
was in the Xanathar.
I
It's in
don't think you would
Xanathar
have sold.
lair.
I don't think you sold those at
Yeah.
any point in time.
Awesome. So I will do that. I'll go reach into my bag, pull out maces
Susan
and
just-
fucking
Susan
swords
just
and
tips
all.
it upside down and they just fall out.
All this
It's like
beat up
fucking
rust
cartoon style.
falls out.
Like
Yeah, I use whatever rope we have to tie very secure knots around his body to make him very, very heavy.
Gotcha. And so you take the swords from Noska Urgray's quarters, those rusted pieces of junk that were being fed to the rust monster.
Maces, if I have them, less sharp.
Yeah, there's helmets, shields, weapons. There's a lot of rusted material here. You take it, you use all of your rope. So I'm going to say that you don't have rope after this. If one of you has rope, go ahead and remove it. And you're able to make him quite heavy to the point where it's going to be difficult to throw him over the side, but he would definitely sink if you do so.
Volk, no, I can't lift this guy. This might be up to you. This next part.
What I would ask is actually a dual, 1, 2, 3 strength check to toss him over the side.
You ready, Volknar?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
All right. 1, 2, 3, roll.
Volknar
Oh
just
wait,
woke up.
that's a saving throw.
Oh, I did
Yeah.
poorly.
So, yeah.
I'm gonna say it's good enough. You were able to get him over out of the pipe. Instead of splashing into the water, he has a meaty thud against the cliffside for a moment before rolling down into the ocean, into the depths of the water, and you see him disappear.
With my poor roll, I trip and stumble and I fall out the hole as well. But since I can fly, I just shake it off and come back, just a little embarrassed.
Gotcha. The two of you are now back in the sewers. What would you like to do?
I want to high five Volknar.
I will high five back.
Okay. Those of you.
The
Those of you
gang does a
back-
murder.
Right. Dude, this took a turn today.
Both those of you back at Prestige Worldwide, the individual from the sewers comes back up and he goes, I can't tell if they had a prisoner down there. There is a door to the sewers beyond. If they did,
What?
it is possible that people.
How do you see that? That's supposed to be hidden.
The door to the sewers is not hidden,
Oh.
is my understanding. But your door
The chest
to
that's hidden.
Yeah, exactly. The door with the Stone of Galore would definitely be hidden. My understanding was that the door to the sewers was literally just like a door that you guys put up.
That's what I think it was.
Okay.
Me too, which is why Harry didn't want people snooping around downstairs where they were hiding a murder.
Also,
It's-
we should hide
But
that
I
door.
guess all was fine.
I thought
All
the
was
door was
fine.
hidden, but I guess I was wrong.
Either way,
Nonetheless.
I quite enjoyed that little aside. I mean that we just had.
Are you guys headed back towards Prestige Worldwide at this point?
We probably shouldn't come through the sewers.
No, we shouldn't. We should find like let's get out of here. I
Yeah.
don't know.
We should take like
Halfway.
the nearest
Whatever
nearest
you.
exit back to the surface, and we'll like very casually, I'll prestidigitate all of like the sewer shit off us, so we're nice and
Oh,
clean.
okay. Yeah.
So
I
we
say
don't
we
look like we just came out of the sewers.
let's get like maybe halfway from this. Like, let's not get out of the sewer as soon as we can, because if we do, then we're like right near the body. Let's
Oh
go,
yeah,
like,
you're
a
right.
little bit
Yeah,
further.
good call.
Let's go like halfway between Prestige Worldwide and the sewer, and then we'll pop out.
Okay.
But like to a
Um,
45-degree angle to throw them off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Also, we should stop at a store and get a bunch of random stuff, so we could say that we'll get
Shopping.
like herbs and spices and shit for our meat, because we're planning
Yes.
a manticore feast.
Yes. I love it.
Okay, make a survival check to pop out of the sewers somewhere halfway between 45-degree angle, not anywhere that's suspicious. Do that first.
20.
14.
Oh, weird. It didn't load for me.
Guys have great survivals.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, there we go. Okay. Um,
I got plus
could-
4 for it.
Dude, I'm a duck. I'm a wild fucking animal.
you guys pop out as desired. The trouble is going to be finding a shop open at this time. I believe I said earlier it was like 9:30, 10 p.m.
Oh, true.
It's like 10:30, 10:45 at this point. You trekked partway across the city with a body. It's late. It's gonna be tough to find an open shop. There are open bars. There are open like food carts, that sort of thing, if you would like. And you were able to like pop out outside of anyone's viewpoint with those types of survival checks based on your knowledge of the sewers at this point. So if there's something that you would like to do, you can do it, but there's not really. I mean, there might be like a bodega. You could try to find what you need there, but it's going to be difficult.
Is there a food cart that's popular in the city that me and Volknar might be familiar with that may be open to a collaboration with Prestige Worldwide?
Oh God.
Yeah, you could go
They
check
might
out.
specialize in
It's-
exotic meats.
Yeah,
Let
let's
me,
Let's
like
get
a
this.
food cart.
Let's don't spend too much time on it. Let's get this day flipped so we can have an important meeting on what we're going to be doing into the future.
Hey, cover story for our murder is pretty important. Yeah, me.
Well, we've got
Cool.
20 minutes, so I don't know.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's flip back to the tavern, and we'll go back to the individual who's come out of the basement. And so he reports that there are sewers, that there are potentially places that they could have gone with a body, but there were no signs of a struggle and no signs of a body. Same is reported by the individual who comes back downstairs, the same from the individual who looks from the kitchen. And yet, the lieutenant does not look phased. She pulls out a piece of parchment and hands it to you, Alistair, and says, "Your presence is requested at the local garrison for a zone of truth tomorrow morning.
Oh shit.
If you fail to report for said zone of truth, you shall be under arrest of the city and at the beck and call of the guard. If you report for zone of truth and pass it, there are no problems. So the lot of you, good day." And she says, "This goes for the other proprietors of Prestige Worldwide as well. My understanding is that there are 5 of you."
Alistair nods.
She and her guards begin to take their leave. They do so.
Anyone's thinking about how we can pin this whole thing on AA Roth?
I was just thinking that.
The the bummer is she said there's only 5 of you.
I don't know. At first, she said the other 3.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure Alistair never signed the documents.
Oh, as
True.
being a citizen?
The
Yeah.
zone of truth that's troublesome.
I want to know. So whether it's in game or in character, I don't care. But like, if we're by ourselves now and kind of talking, I want to know who. These are the guards of Waterdeep.
Yes.
Who's puppeteering them? I would have said that, like, who can we go talk to
Castellan's
to get?
wife.
Yeah, no. Well, okay.
We gotta
I'm
kill
getting
Definitely
him.
at it.
something else going on.
Can I go see Silverhand and get out of this? Like, does she supersede? Like, does her power
Yeah, we have time to
supersede
do all that.
whoever? Well, we have till morning to get out of this.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
definitely got to check in with
I'm
our
gonna
our
say,
higher ups.
can we go get out of this by talking to the higher ups, being like, there's a
That was
misunderstanding.
Alistair's plan, you know? That was my
Oh
plan
yeah,
too, yeah.
of course, it's your plan. Excellent.
Also,
Let's talk about it.
that hand symbol that random NPC flashed Alistair when he was disguised. I
What
don't
was
think
it
we should
about?
forget about that.
And what was the symbol? Was it the silver hand,
It
black
was.
staff,
It
silver
was.
staff?
So I'll describe it again, but it was specifically the symbol was 2 fingers, your forefinger and your index finger, from each hand, crossing perpendicularly over each other, almost making like a tic-tac-toe checkerboard, but also maybe making some sort of like starish symbol within the white space between. Um, Volknar and Zusnu, the 2 of you can come up with some cover story that is plausible. You could visit merchants, you could do something at a night market, whatever it happens to be. You have done. We can retcon that as needed. That is not problematic in any way.
If we get back after the guards left, anyways,
Yes, definitely.
it's like almost a moot point. But either way, we have some dope spices. We're gonna make some great meat.
Gotcha. The bar is cleared out pretty significantly. Normally around 11 p.m. it's hopping. The events of this evening are keeping folks away a little bit, and several of your patrons have now taken their leave, except for 1 or 2 at the bar who are drinking themselves into a stupor. For the most part, there's really nobody left. What would you guys like to do?
I think we should powwow.
Yeah. So we have to
Maybe-
report for like the morning.
Maybe close early. I'm thinking we close early. Like we let Volo in if he shows up, because he might have some knowledge that could be useful. And then we figure out how the fuck we're gonna get out of this zone of truth.
We send Grub Grub. Grub Grub
Um,
knows nothing.
Would you like to close early, Victor?
Yeah, I think we're kicking everyone out.
Okay. It's just you guys at this point.
Yeah.
I say we
So
say
Harry will ask how we're gonna get out of this.
I'm gonna
Maybe
I'm gonna go to the bar, pour a stiff drink for all the boys, and then go back to the table.
All
I'm
right.
thinking we say Grub Grub was with us the whole time, or he wasn't with us because then Zone of Truth would kill it.
Well,
Grub Grub is a regular adventurer.
As-
Alistair would say, before you guys speak, he looks around. He says, remember, we're not alone.
Ooh, I'll get the tech magic going, because I'll be able to see the thing, right? Or at least
You would know if
sense the magic.
yeah, you would know if divination magic was in the area, I would say.
All right, so let's enjoy our drink for 10 minutes while I get the tech magic going. De-stress a little bit, we all just went through some pretty intense shit.
And as you get detect magic going, you do not see any divination auras around.
I think we're clear for now, and I'll like patrol the bar with detect magic up, making sure I don't sense the type of magic. Or any magic, really.
I mean, only the things on yourselves. Typical things that you know of.
All right, coast is clear for now, boys. I'll
Nice.
got my ears perked up. Duck senses
So
turned up to 11.
Does that
our
last an hour?
10 minutes. So we'll have to take a quick break every 10 minutes for me to recast it.
okay.
Or no, the first so I'll do a ritual first and then I'll cast it. I'll use a spell slot to cast it the second 2 times. So we can
Okay.
have an uninterrupted 30 minutes.
Gotcha.
All right, so we good?
We're good for now. We got
All
30
right.
minutes.
So our options are to submit to getting Zone of Truth, which is questionable, but we could always say they didn't see Zusnu and Volknar, so we could say they're out of town, so they could at least get out of it. You know, they're away on important prestige worldwide business or something.
And, I don't think that would pass the zone of truth though, because that's a lie.
Well, our options are to get Zone of Truth, which is bad. Our other option, we don't have a lot of time. Like they said, we have to be there in the morning, like right or when she said
Yeah,
we
so
had to be
That's right.
the parchment says like 10 a.m. basically.
10 a.m. So 10 hours from now. Option two, I mean, we know the Castle Lantern Lady is up to this. At least that's, I mean, what we're thinking. So we could just say, you know, screw it and just go. I mean, I didn't want to do this to get the last piece of the puzzle. I wanted it would be cool to do like a fancy heist, but we were short on time, so we might just have to do, you know, just go
Storm
over
the gate.
there and
Keep murdering.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, just
we're all
keep
in.
murdering up.
We get that last piece. We get that. We go to the vault. We get that money, and we'll just tell the people, you know, we're in charge now. We're the captains.
Or just make a new
Also,
life somewhere
like,
else.
Yeah.
If it comes up, we we should save the kids. Cause I don't know, like we just murdered a guy pretty brutally.
Look, I don't know.
Ledger's in the red. Let's
My
Look, he murdered his own
Yeah.
children. Who cares about him?
I'm interested in
the
myself.
kids,
I mean, you guys are cool, but I'm interested in myself at this point. Like, I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to get locked up again. I don't,
I'm
you
just saying,
know.
like, if it comes up in our adventures, like we should keep saving like the innocent children on our radar.
How about this, lads? You know, we were granted these new formal titles, right? He like looks around the group. How about we talk to what's her face? I'm losing her now. I can't remember her name.
Silverhand?
Silverhand, yeah. How about we talk to the Silverhand, see if we can get this whole mess squared away with the Castellantan. I mean, maybe we not tell her everything. Maybe we kind of feel her out, see what goes there. And
Also,
then,
like Volknar has some contacts in the guards, and I have contacts in the Griffin guards. Like we might know some people that we can trust that we might be able to like go to and like get some more information.
I think we're beyond that. Anybody who's a god is gonna kill us, if they're told. We need someone higher up who can tell them to stop.
Yeah. Real
Oh,
quickly, the Silverhand. I think our best bet is to go to her because we just had an encounter with her, and she knows. She trusts us based off of.
We were just
Agra.
inducted into the super secret
Exactly.
service.
What I'm
You know?
saying is, we don't have to tell her what happened. We just need to tell her that we've been summoned for this, and that it's a bit of
Yeah, we need to just
misunderstanding,
get out of it.
and just to tell her, like,
Yeah.
just we can't be bothered. You need to call off the dogs.
Okay, well-
Elster
She'll be like,
nods
"Okay,
nods
great, no
vigorously. He's
problem."
like, we only tell if we have to. How about
Yeah,
that?
exactly.
Yeah.
All right, go.
Yeah, we'll
We
tell
have
her if we do get Zone of Truth, then the Stone of Galore will be out of their reach.
to be
for good.
compromised. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. All right, let's go. Want me to go tell her? Was it me that she liked because of Ajar, or who? Who was
I
she talking?
I think at
I
this
don't
point
remember.
we should all probably stick together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go.
Sorry, so you want to go? So it's like 11 p.m. at night. You want to go where?
To Lyra Silverhand.
To Laryl Silverhand. Okay. So Laryl Silverhand resides in the. It would be the Open Lord's mansion. it's going to be very difficult to get a midnight audience with effectively like the governor of the city.
That's what we want though.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, can't
unless
don't
we
we have,
think
like, a
we have
code
time
word
in
or
the
something?
morning, unless we have time in the morning.
Yeah.
We
I
weren't
really-
given an alternate way of contacting him, right?
I feel like we've built up a fair amount of clout.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't we, like, tell them who it is and be like, matter of utmost urgency?
Sure.
Pick out.
No. Yeah. Let me pull up.
Maybe we just send Otto. I'm-
Wasn't he like the chambermaid of the
I'm-
Xanathar?
I'm kidding. It was just a joke.
So this would be Castle Waterdeep that you would like to go to specifically.
Fucking headquarters.
It's probably like a 25-30 minute walk because it's halfway across the city, but you are able to make it to Castle Waterdeep if you would so like. You could take one of the trolleys for 2 silver each as well. Nonetheless, you can make it to Castle Waterdeep, which does have torches, candlelights, lanterns, a light on the inside, and there are guards at the front gates. It is gated, it is closed at this time, but you can approach them if you so wish.
Alistair pushes Usanu forward and he's like, how about you do the talking?
All right, let's step forward with the group. Is there like a guard on duty?
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
Being clear to approach.
there's 2 guards on duty, and then there's guards beyond who would open the gates for them.
So I'd go up to the guards, approach cordially and non-threateningly. I'm a duck.
penguin.
I'm a duck. I don't always have to be threatening. Be like, oh, hail. This is, my name is Zuzu Featherbottom. With Prestige Worldwide, we need to see Lord Silverhand. It's a matter of utmost importance, and the whole future of Waterdeep is at stake. Also, try to keep it on the down low that we're here.
Roll persuasion check.
It's a very mixed signal he just gave him.
Well, there's shenanigans afoot. Like, we need to see the Lord on the down low. Lowly 25.
All right. They kind of look at you. He goes, wait here just a moment. He steps back and begins to speak to the other guards on the other side of the gate. The other guards sort of like look around their comrade who's speaking to them, and they kind of look at you and they nod. You can see them nodding and whispering to each other. And the guard comes back after speaking to his comrades and says, "Your prestige worldwide, right? Told to let you through if you come. Though our understanding was you would visit during the day. In fact, our understanding is that you're probably a day late. But come on through. The guards will bring you to the
Quite a lot
top of
has
the
happened
mountain.
since then, my friend.
No problem, no problem." And they open the gates for you. The winding
On
path.
my way in, I'd give each of them a gold piece. And like, thank you for your discretion.
As you attempt to give them a gold piece, they
To
say,
bribe them.
"Oh, no need. No, thank you." And like they all individually refuse if you go to them individually.
I'd smile and be like, "That's all I need to know, boys. Keep up the good work."
They sort of nod. There are more guards sort of at station beyond the gate, probably like 100 yards or so. Some of them come over and they begin to lead you up the switchback, winding pathway that leads up to Castle Waterdeep. And as you begin to reach the top of the stairs, you can see the imposing. It's more like a chateau than it is a castle. Like if we're talking medieval castles, we're talking like it's grand. It's not fortified. It's beautiful. It's imposing and yet spectacular. And it sits atop Mount Waterdeep, below the Griffin, below the Eyrie, where they train the Griffin riders, and yet at a vantage point that is unassailable nonetheless. And you enter the Grand Hall of Castle Waterdeep, Chateau Waterdeep, into this lowly lit, small candles in different corners and places. What would be an incredible looking foyer. The sigil of Waterdeep embedded into the floor of this massive mosaic within this entry hall. You suspect that they hold pretty grand parties here. And at the top of stairs, at the back of the foyer, you can see it on a balcony of a double staired balcony, sort of like on the left and right sides, leading up to this sort of balcony up top. Laurel Silverhand, her hair in a dressing gown, candle in hand, looking down at you, eyebrow cocked. Well, this is quite the surprise. A runner sent me message that you were on your way. Tell me, have you found Vajra?
Quite a lot has happened, my lady. Let us fill you in. Um, is there a way
Hold
to
the
like?
thought. Hold the thought. Follow me. And she actually begins, before you even ascend the stairs, she begins heading to the left down the corridor and expects you to follow.
I follow.
Okay. And as a lot of you ascend the stairs and follow her through the corridors of Chateau Waterdeep, you find yourselves passing immaculate paintings, beautiful tapestries, incredible just decorations and adornments on the walls. Um, this is the seat of power of the city. This is the halls of eminence, and you are in a place that is unlike probably any you've been in, except for you, Zeusanu, depending on your homeland.
Oh, dude, Featherbottom's noble as fuck. How
Um,
how nice are the pillows on like the
uh,
couches and shit that we pass?
I mean, we're talking like, uh, it's like Louis the 16th French bullshit, right? Like this stuff is incredibly immaculate. Waterdeep is one of the wealthiest cities in Toril, if not the wealthiest city on the Sword Coast. Um, there are probably places of more luxury, but they are in places of extreme inequality and depravity that are far flung from where you are now.
Nudge Victor and point the pillows and keep walking.
You make your
Very
way to
purpose to a
sleight of hand check.
I thought about it, but no.
You make your way down these hallways, eventually leading to Laurel Silverhand's office. And as she ushers you in, there are two guards who are on either side. And she lets you in, closes the door, and there's a figure waiting for you in her office as well.
Oh no.
None other than Mert, the individual who introduced himself as a harper. And you see him turn and smile and says, "Quite the murder, lads, quite the murder. Have to say, we're quite excited about the prospect." And you can see that neither Laurel nor Mert are unhappy about what he's just said, and they are both glowing, and they invite you to sit down on multiple couches within the office to discuss the happenings in Waterdeep.
Nice.
I will once again high five Oknar.
Ognar will have back.
And just for like to set up for this like discussion thing, if I like open the conversation, could I like say pass it on to Harry, and he can use like my charisma rolls, just so I don't know other people can talk too. Is there a way to set that up?
Well, you
or,
can
like,
use the help action. Like if you
yeah,
look
or
at
is there a way
actions
to
in
like for
combat,
me
you
to
look at
give
help.
him like advantage or
They're
something?
they're happy we killed them. We're good.
Yeah.
The whole
I'm
point of
just,
charisma was
I,
to
I've got the
convince them
highest.
that it was okay. But now we're fine already.
Don't you think I've got the highest charisma score? But like, I want you guys to be able to like talk
My
too.
gen-
Yeah,
yeah,
everybody can talk. We're all good now. Everything's fine.
my general take is typically that guidance is basically always allowed. The help action needs to be described and specific. So like if you are assisting in a description or a persuasion of something, you have something that is specific to said conversation that would therefore boost the actual roll. Um, And so, like, we can figure all that out next time, obviously. But generally speaking, like if you have something to add to it, you can add it to it.
Nice.
Wow.
Good game.
The group did a murder.
Yeah.
Also, on our way there, I would have been casting Identify on those cool things we got from our murder.
Ah, yeah. Let me.
You said we
let
had
me
like
hand those over.
30 minutes in the trolleys.
Roughly speaking, yeah. That's
Would
fine.
we have been able to
How
short
long?
rest, like
Yes.
On the way
between
there?
that last fight,
Yes.
or when I beat him unconscious?
I'll say you would have had the time to get together a short rest for sure.
Is
Nice.
that cloak a custom item? Because I tried to find Cloak of Shadows and I didn't see it.
It is a custom item. That's the actual description of it. It acts as the invisibility spell and not the greater invisibility spell.
Okay.
Either way, that's a sick find.
Nice. There's some sharp turns tonight.